You are now listening to the voice of horror. Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, we're back here. It's a Thursday night.
I know.
How's it going?
We were just here, weren't we?
We were just here on Tuesday. Kill, let me just say something, man. You missed it, man. When we were trying to figure out who's going to win this thing between Halloween 2 and Friday 2. Let me ask you this real quick. And we got a couple of people we're going to bring on here. Kill, who would win between those two? We had different categories and added up points. But for you, if you were picking between Halloween 2 from 81 and Friday 2, who you got?
Oh man, that's tough, dude.
Yeah, it is.
Oh man. I guess I'll have to go with Jason. Friday
All
too.
right.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Barely. Because I really loved Halloween too.
Right? I know. It's
But if
crazy.
you answer the questions, you might, see why you picked what you picked.
Maybe.
Yeah.
The categories were a lot of fun. It helped make it a lot more fair than you would think.
Yeah, and it was really, really close until there was a tipping point where it was kind of like, oh, wait a minute, guys. Come on now. There was a tipping point.
Words were
Okay.
said, insults were thrown, just usual night here all together.
Yeah, literally. Like we learned a lot.
Oh,
We
God.
learned a lot. Okay. For you guys in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate it. We're gonna bring couple of our people we got on here as we just hang out. This is gonna be a laid back, chilled stream. So let's bring in some of our people. We got our good friend, part of the inner circle, and a slasher movie club aficionado. We got Dan's in here, Mr. Dan himself. What's up, man?
Hey, how are you? How's everybody?
Dan.
Good. Good to see you. Good to see you, man.
Just
All right.
represent with my new shirt.
It's nice.
Yeah, I like that,
I
dude.
love it.
Very nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Yep.
Yeah,
Where'd you
it's cool.
get that?
It's Hub Closet. They popped up on my Instagram a bunch of times.
Oh,
And I finally clicked on it.
nice.
They got all kinds of stuff. They got Jaws, Alien,
Ooh.
like the Good and the Bad and the Ugly. Like,
Nice.
I'll be getting
Okay.
some more of their stuff probably soon.
Oh, very cool, man. Very cool. Love it. Love it. All right, let's see what else we have here. We've got our good friend Sarah's here. Let's bring Sarah in. What's up, Sarah?
Hello.
Sarah.
How are you?
And Sarah, by the
Good.
way, we hope you're doing well.
Yeah.
Hanging in there with all the fires and stuff.
Are you around the fires?
Yeah, so the closest one to me is about 19 minutes from where I live.
Oh,
Wow.
jeez.
Oh my
But-
God.
It's considered controlled now. You had 4 days of rain, which means it's not getting bigger, it's not spreading. They have it contained. The really big one is about 2.5 hours away, so I'm safe.
Wow.
My family's
Wow.
good.
Good.
I
How's
did
your
not
air
evacuate.
quality though?
The air quality is surprisingly not bad, but it all depends on the day and what way the wind's blowing. But like
Mhm.
today was okay, so things
Wow.
are getting
Make sure you're
better.
careful, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do
Mhm.
have
That's
some
good.
people that I know that have lost homes, but we're getting
Too
through
bad.
it.
Oh,
That's
So I'm
too
excited to
bad.
be here and think
yeah.
about other
Aw.
stuff and hang out.
Yeah.
I'm glad that
Yeah.
you can make it
Good.
too. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. And hey, Jen's in the chat and everyone else. Let's bring in the rest of the folks we got here. We got Katie's coming in. We got Katie as well. What's up, Katie?
Hey guys.
How's it going?
Hey.
Good. Just got off.
Just got off of work.
Nice.
All right. All right.
And recovering from the other day still a little bit, but I'm good.
Well, I'm glad you're
Well.
able to make it. And, we're just going to be hanging out for a little bit and yeah, see what happens. All right. And we also have our good friends from Sledgehammer Horror, Ken and Ashley, coming in as well.
What
What's
up?
up?
Hi.
What
Guys.
What's up? And thank you guys for coming on, man. I know that you got your stream coming up and wanted to just pop in for a little bit, but thank you for popping in for a little bit, man.
Of course, we love you guys to death, and nowhere else we'd rather be.
Yes,
Aw.
thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let's see, and we also we got Val in here too. What's up, Val? The general in the chat.
What's up, Val?
Good evening,
Yes.
everyone.
How's it
Nice.
going?
Hey,
Glad
Val.
to be here to hang out with the guys tonight.
All right.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. Okay. We're glad that you made it here too. I know you got things going on with work and stuff, but glad to have
Yeah.
you. Very, very cool.
Thank you for having me.
All right. Let's see. And we got Bob from Hunting for Entertainment. What's up, Bob?
Nothing much.
Hey.
Just dealing with bad air quality.
Oh,
Oh,
man.
man.
Oh,
I'm sorry to hear that. Seriously. Oh, well, hey, seriously, thoughts and prayers to you and everyone else that's dealing with that.
Mhm.
Seriously.
Very scary. Please stay safe. Nothing more
Yes.
important than your safety.
Yes.
That's right.
Yes.
Hey, at least I'm not
Absolutely.
around the fires. So prayers
I'm
to everyone
glad.
around those fires. But
Yeah,
just
big
for
time.
all these, I'm just glad to be here because I wasn't sure if I'd even be able to talk.
Oh,
Mhm.
well, glad you could, man. We're just gonna be hanging out for a little bit and glad that you could stop by. And like I said, man, I hope that everything's going okay. And real quick, everyone in the chat, hey to you guys, a blanket hello to y'all. Wow, it's a whole bunch of guys. Great to see you guys. Hey, Denisha. Denisha's like, hey.
Hey, Tanisha.
So we wanted to hang out. We had a really amazing channel announcement that we had just found out this morning, and we have a special guest that is going to be joining us. We're still cementing that. I kind of teased it in the stream earlier, and just wanted to let you guys know we got a couple of really interesting people that are going to be coming onto the channel as guests, and we're really excited. Still kind of hashing out a few more things, but it's
Okay.
really, really cool. I think it's going to be a really cool community thing as well. So definitely keep your eyes open. And what's even more amazing than that is I wanted to make sure that I said real quick, because I know that person might be watching right now. I wanted to make sure that I said a super, super special happy birthday to my babe, Coriander. It's
Happy
her
birthday.
Happy birthday.
Tomorrow.
Oh, no.
Happy birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
Thank you. Thanks.
And
You're welcome.
wanted to definitely
Oh,
wish you a
man.
happy birthday. And yeah,
It's not here
you're
quite
awesome.
yet, thank God. You know, they're
Well,
not.
it will be.
I don't really celebrate them anymore. Once you hit a certain age, it's more like you mourn your birthdays and celebrate.
Yeah, come on, man. Jeez.
Is that how you feel now that you're 24, Coriander?
Oh, I wish. Oh my God. I wish I
Right?
was 24 again.
It's
Right.
another year that you're on this earth. And
Yeah.
Yes.
That's right.
something to
But
celebrate.
see, look at it this way. You look at someone like Knight who ages like milk, and then you got Corey that ages like wine. It's a perfect mix.
There you go.
Right, there you go.
I don't think Night ages like milk.
No, Knight ages like the finest of wines. That guy over there.
Jeez.
Motherfucker looks like Benjamin Button. He's so beautiful over there. I love him.
Wow,
Aw.
man. I'd give you a hug, but we've already talked about that. So yeah, no, I wanted to just hang out for a little bit, and babe, wanted to wish you a happy birthday. And it
Thank
is just a
you.
couple hours away, and I was doing my darndest to get you on here and get this thing go. And
You're
so
cute.
we just
So I get why you kind of wanted me on, but sorry,
yeah,
guys.
it's
a long
He did
day.
a lot. Like behind the scenes, Corey, he did a lot to make this happen, to get everybody here for your birthday to celebrate, to tell you we all love you
Aw.
and appreciate you, and you have a great guy
Aw.
there.
I know I do. Thank you.
It's nice to
He
see
is
that everything's all better after Tuesday. You know what I mean?
What do you mean?
That's why he planned this so quickly.
Yep.
right. Hey,
Oh,
listen,
God.
we got to a point where we were talking about Halloween 2 and Friday 2, right? And
Mhm.
Eric says, well, Michael, he got shot, and Michael, he's human. And then
Oh,
Corey
no.
was like, he's
Dude.
supernatural. And then he says, well, Jason, Jason, he's this, and she's like, well, he's human. Like, and it was like within the span of like 7 seconds.
I just want to say real quick, because Ashley and I do got to go. We got to get set up. We have a live.
Yes.
I didn't know we set up our lives a couple weeks in advance, as you know, Night. So I wouldn't have done this if I knew it was Corey's birthday. But
that's okay.
One thing I want to say real quick: the OG Halloween 2 is
Don't
boring.
say it. Don't
It's
say
boring.
it. Now we're gonna
It's lame. And Jason all the way.
No.
Nice.
Hey, listen, Ken, there's only one thing I got to say to that.
What?
You know what that is?
That's the stupidest fucking thing I ever heard.
That was great.
Hey, Corey, for real, I hope you have the most perfect birthday. Night, thank you for including us.
Thank
I love
you.
you, buddy. Everybody
Yeah,
on the
bro.
panel,
Bye, Ken.
everybody in the chat,
Have a good
thank
night,
you for
Ken.
letting us into your home for a little
Bye,
bit.
Ashley.
We
Yeah.
love every single one of you.
We love you too.
Bye, guys, and happy birthday. I hope you have the best birthday ever.
Thanks.
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Yeah.
Have a good
See
night,
you
guys.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye. Aw.
I was ready with that one. Eric, why are you shaking
You
your
had
head,
that
man?
loaded,
You know
man.
me.
I didn't say a word.
And look, you know what? Now, see, Sarah is sitting there and she's like acting like all like innocent and stuff. She's coming in with a super chat saying, "Ha ha ha! Surprise, Coriander! Happy
She's slick.
birthday!"
Thank
That
you.
was slick. You would have.
She always looks so sweet and innocent, just sitting there.
You know,
Yes.
so crazy. Oh my gosh.
We're sneaky.
You know, yeah, Night is always like pinching my cheeks, and I have to say, you have quite pinchable cheeks yourself.
What is going
love
on
that.
here?
I'm just
All right.
saying.
So look, Sarah,
Corey,
thank
you're
you
gonna
so much.
embarrass him.
Well, we're already beyond that. But this one's in honor of you guys talking about pinching each other's cheeks.
When you find yourself at 1 a.m. in the morning with your hand in the air and a horse's ass in front of your face, that's when you know it's bad.
Oh yeah, I was talking about those cheeks, but
Hey, look, we gotta. But thank you.
I love me
Sarah,
some slap
seriously.
ass.
Some
Oh my
slap
God.
ass.
Yeah.
Let me bring in some. We have someone else at the door. It's Carrie. Woohoo!
Happy
All
birthday,
right.
Coriander.
Aw, thank you. I'm glad you're here.
Of course.
Aw, you're sweet.
I
And-
miss it.
Another sweet one.
She is. And for all of you guys saying happy birthday, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. I can't see what you're writing, everybody, but thank you.
But I'll read it out. I can't get to everyone, but Denisha, Jen, pretty much everyone here. JT coming in, Jason saying happy birthday,
Thank you.
Melissa, Philip saying happy birthday, Coriander, Tori. You guys are all right. You guys
Yeah,
are all
thank
right.
you, everybody.
Oh, here's a good question though, and I kind of like this because I was gonna throw some stuff out like this that might be interesting too. We got a question, and let me just see if I can find it. I just went past it from Vince saying, "What's your favorite scary movie?" Okay, so Carrie, he's asking you, what's your favorite scary
Yeah.
movie? I thought it was Corey.
I'm sorry about that, but I had to put him on timeout because he was not leaving me alone.
Oh, okay. All right.
But anyway,
I'll let you handle that. Okay.
I handled it.
JT coming in, $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Saying an awesome, amazing panel. Awesome, great people. Thanks so much, man. We appreciate you, man.
JT, if
seriously.
you guys get a chance, go back and watch the I forget the title of it, the stream JT did with he was the sole American. It was Ricky from everybody else was in the UK. Hilarious
okay.
stream they did this afternoon. You can go back and watch it. You'll laugh your ass off. I'm telling you.
Okay. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
it
telling
was
me
really
about that.
funny.
I didn't get a chance to see it though. Yeah.
Sorry about
All right.
that noise.
That's okay. Just don't.
It's a party. Don't worry
get hurt.
about it.
Don't get hurt.
What are you doing? Like a Greek tradition over there? You going Opa? You're just smashing
No.
dishes?
No, Mark's mom's over there cooking, and she told me that she was gonna go into the cabinet and grab, and she didn't realize it was gonna make that noise.
All right. Well,
It's
there we
okay.
are.
Tell her to say Opa next time.
There you go.
Like we say, we do it live. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, man. I'm telling you, when you're live, and obviously, Eric, we've been live so many times.
Yep.
It's just You just gotta go with it.
That's right.
No matter what, on both ends of the spectrum. Also want to give a shout out. A good friend Neil, also one of our big SMC aficionados, coming in with a $20 super chat saying happy birthday, Coriander. May this year be the best ever. Oh, that's so sweet, man.
That is. Thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful year too, man.
Man, he's all right. That's sweet of you, man. Thank you. Thank you. You guys are too awesome. Seriously.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. So, and Mayanne just jumped in the chat. Hey, man, how's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you.
Hello.
All right. All right. All right, guys. So, we're just kind of hanging out and stuff like that. But this wouldn't be a thing unless, we had some fun, couple of questions here and there, putting people on the spot. And guess who's right next to me? Who's first? It's gonna be you, Coriander.
Oh man,
it's gonna be you.
Is this like Truth or Dare or something?
No, it's not. Truth or Dare.
Okay.
First of all, how would that even work?
I don't know.
I haven't played that game since I was like a teenager.
Right.
You be in a lot of trouble with this group playing that game.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I would
we
be
don't
curious,
have
actually.
we don't have Eric from Bearded Entertainment, so we might be okay.
No, wait. Where's Lightning Ghost when you need him?
Oh,
right. Exactly. So let's do this real quick. I just wanted, these are just simple questions I was throwing out at you guys. You'll appreciate this, Coriander, but how about if you let us know, because there's a lot of people that may not know, but what do you think, in your own opinion, just for you, what's your opinion of the scariest movie you've ever seen?
Well, okay, so probably the scariest movie to me that I've ever seen was probably The Exorcist, because I was really young. I was probably like 5 when I first, saw like a few clips of that movie. And it was enough to, where I didn't want to watch it anymore. So
really?
yeah, I would say The Exorcist is, one of the, it was the movie that freaked me out, definitely.
I would not have. I mean, I would, that would have been maybe in the group, but I didn't think you were going to say that. You always, just like on Tuesday night, there was a lot of things that were being said. It was like throwing us off. You have Eric shaking his head. It's like, what is going on? Cats and dogs living together. What's going on?
Hell yeah.
All right.
Jason walking to Colorado still got me.
She literally said in Friday 2, Jason walked from Camp Crystal Lake to Colorado to kill Alice. And you know what?
She could have. I mean, he
That's
could have.
exactly.
That's
It
why I
made me
said
actually think.
He's got that good cardio at the end of the movie.
He could have teleported, a lake to a lake. He could have teleported in the lake,
Oh my god.
Exactly.
I was like, what the hell is going on? Oh man. All right. That was funny though. Some of the stuff you were saying, man. I mean, yeah. I guess he could have walked. All right. Eric,
No one's going to pick him up hitchhiking, that's for sure. Come on.
What?
I said no one's going to pick him up hitchhiking.
Oh, come on. You don't think anyone would?
Mm-mm.
With or without the stack on his head,
Can you imagine if he's on the side of the road?
Just sticking his thumb out, you know what I mean?
Just with his thumb out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man. All right. So Eric, here's one for you.
Sure.
All right. So you got to pick either or. Okay.
Okay.
These are your two choices. You got to pick one. Okay. Norman Bates or Annie Wilkes?
Ooh, like scarier favorite or just
picking one?
I'm going Annie Wilkes.
All right.
Going Annie Wilkes.
Okay.
Wow.
All right. You caught me with that.
That's
one. Okay.
surprising, yeah.
Yes, I know. I was like, really? Okay.
I'm for it.
What's your reasoning on it? I always love hearing you talk about your reasonings.
They're both great performances in their ways, but the thing is about Annie Wilkes is her. They both have like a little switch that gets flipped. From good to bad. Hers is just so random. You know what I mean? Norman's crazy, but he seems like he's more of a plotting type of person. Annie is a fly by the seat of her pants. You know what I mean? You can tell her good morning and she'll stab you in the stomach. You know what I mean? She's that type of thing. She's that scary to me.
See, now I wasn't even thinking. Would you say, Carrie?
He has a point.
I didn't
He
even
does.
think of it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
He
my
does.
God.
I agree with him.
Well, she won't stab you if you finish the book.
Yeah, but how'd you do? Well, I wrote a page. I got writer's block. Sorry.
You better write it exactly the way that
Exactly.
she wants it to be written.
There's a typo on
point.
page 5, you know.
Mhm.
Good point. Good point. All
Mhm.
right. Okay. Kill. What about you? What do you think about between the two of them? You picking Annie as well?
Well, I mean, but what are the circumstances? What are like who's scarier? Who
Nah,
I'd
just-
rather be captive by?
Well, I guess for you, just like your favorite. Let's say your favorite.
Oh, I would say Norman, and just because he's just misunderstood. You know,
Okay.
he's a good boy. He loves his mama, and you know, like other people have tried to use him. You know, he's a small business owner. I mean, he's got a lot on his back.
Okay.
You know.
All right. Wow. Okay. All right. I'm digging it. Hey, real quick, we got someone in the back here. Let's see who we have. It looks like it's the mayor himself. They talked about it, and he's making it happen. It's a good friend, Eric, the Bearded Entertainment. Oh, and we can't bring him in
I was
yet.
gonna say, will it let him because we're at 10?
What is it with not letting
Yeah.
Eric in tonight? It happened with me last time, and now he
Hey,
can't come.
man.
It's
Maybe,
'cause-
maybe it just is. But
It's
it's like
10 is the limit.
Yeah, we're at 10. We're at full capacity.
You're at a
full
one Eric
capacity.
limit. That's what it is.
There it is. We'll get you in.
Oh,
We'll
no.
get you in a little bit, Eric. Don't worry about it. Okay, so Val, and I know you've got a limited amount of time here too. So let me get this to you. I know you're gonna love this one. Okay, so you have to pick between these choices. Which one is your favorite? Okay, so we've got Halloween 2, we've got Halloween Ends, we've got Halloween 4, and we've got Halloween 5. Which one you gonna go with? As the big
Halloween 2.
Halloween. Wow, that was quick. 2 over
That
4?
was.
Yeah.
Wow. How come? You caught me with that.
It's a great sequel to the movie. And I think for me, for 4, while it's a good movie, I didn't care for it with the, you know, the family connection kind of thing. It's a good movie.
Okay.
But yeah, 2 definitely.
Wow.
I love
okay.
the direct sequel.
Okay. All right. I got you. These guys in the chat, we got some Halloween 4 love here. Absolute Death is going with Ends and Vince. They're like, we are on board with Ends. Very cool. Very cool. All right. I didn't expect that either. Russell said Misery's Annie wouldn't make a good babysitter. I don't think so either.
Oh no.
She's too
Well,
crazy.
You wouldn't act up, that's for one thing.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good point, Carrie.
Right?
Just one time, and then that's it. You learn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, you learn pretty quick. All right. Katie, here's one for you. All right. Give us your pick for your number 1 horror villain.
Horror villain. I would have to say Jigsaw.
Ooh,
Wow.
how
I like that.
come?
Because Jigsaw he plays with your mind and you don't know what kind of trap or what kind of thing he's gonna do next.
Wow. Okay. Didn't
Nice.
expect it.
Yeah.
All right.
You're
Didn't
getting all
expect
kinds
that.
of surprises.
We're catching you
Yeah.
off guard tonight.
Hey, it's okay. I mean, ultimately, the best part is like there's no wrong answer. You know, that's-
Yeah.
until we come to you,
Uh-oh.
Sarah.
Uh-oh.
Well, Sarah's pretty crafty, man. You know, she gets pretty crafty with stuff. So I figured that this would be a good one. Okay, so Sarah, here's the question. Okay, which movie had the higher Rotten Tomatoes score? Is it Don't Breathe or Ready or Not?
My like initial gut reaction is Ready or Not.
How come?
Because I wasn't a fan of Don't Breathe.
Oh, really? How come? Oh, you have to elaborate.
It got kind of boring. Like, I get the building of the tension, but there was a large part of that movie where they were just walking around a house in the dark.
That's
and
true. Yes,
I
sneaking
didn't
around.
like the weird twist at the end. It made me feel creepy and gross and weird, and I didn't like that. But like, I loved Ready or Not. So
Okay.
I guess my gut is to, side with myself. But
All right.
Good
so
answer.
You're going with Ready or Not. Okay. Well, and don't be mad, but the answer is actually they're tied.
Whoa, that's interesting.
88%. Both have 88% RT score as of right now, anyways.
Nice.
So that was just
I
a
haven't
trick
seen
question.
Don't Breathe, but I've seen Ready or Not.
Look, man, I'm just trying to make this a good one. Do you know
Right?
how many times that she stumped us with good questions?
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm
Sarah,
actually
did you see?
surprised Killian even let me back on the channel after trivia.
Did you see Don't Breathe 2, Sarah?
We love you.
I did see the
Right?
second one, and I liked it even less.
Oh, you liked it even less. Oh,
Oh, okay.
See, I haven't seen the second one yet.
oh, it's good. I liked it.
All
I
right.
could watch Stephen Lang do pretty much anything though. So that
He
I'm a
is
fan.
really good, isn't
Yeah.
he?
I really loved him in if you ever saw VFW.
Oh
That
yeah,
was- yeah.
Yeah.
He's the angry mean old man right now.
Mhm.
He's the
Yeah.
go-to angry mean old man. Right
Yeah.
now.
Anti-hero.
He's good in that role though,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, I agree.
it works. It works. All right. So, Dan, let's throw this one at you. And this will be an interesting one. You can only pick one out of these two. The one you pick is the one that you keep. The other one is destroyed forever from existence. Okay. So we've got the original TCM or The Shining.
The original TCM. Keep TCM.
And get rid of The Shining. How come?
I don't know. I just like it better. Like right now, if you said you can watch either one right now, I would watch TCM. I would willingly watch TCM right now. Like you know what I mean? Like The Shining. As a matter of fact, I was, and when I went to see those Stephen King movies in the theater while everyone else was watching the Super Bowl, we actually left before The Shining, partly because we had to drive home an hour and sleep. But I was very glad that they had it in that order: Creepshow, Christine, and then The Shining, because so we could skip out before The Shining. But I wasn't. In other words, I wasn't going to kill myself to stay there and watch The Shining. I liked it. I'm just not, the biggest fan ever. But TCM to me, that's just like a great movie and a great horror movie.
Okay, all right. I got you. Russell's going with The Shining. Nanette was pretty quick saying TCM.
I would choose TCM over that too, because The Shining to me is a little boring.
Oh, really? Well, let's go down. Let's get everyone's thought on this. Bob, which one are you picking?
I'm picking The Shining.
All right. Okay. Are you a fan of TCM though?
Not the original. I got more into the sequels and remakes. So for me, I just didn't care for the original. But I think that's because I didn't see that one first. So I think I have some biasism on that.
Okay.
Understandable.
Yeah, that is understandable. What about you, Carrie? Jen's going with The Shining. Okay. All right. How
The
about you,
Shining
Carrie?
I absolutely adore The Shining. I absolutely adore it. I would keep it. I would keep it. I would keep it.
Okay. All right. That was
I adore that movie so much.
Okay. All right. Let's backtrack too. So, Sarah, what about you?
Ooh. So the first Texas Chainsaw I saw was the 2003. So that's the one that I kind of feel is like my original. I would
It's a good
have
one.
The Shining though. Like whenever you think of like just classics, I would think of that before Texas. But that's kind of my only reasoning. Like they're both fantastic.
Okay. All right. Hey, what's up, Marcus? What's going on, man? I shut up 6 times himself. What's going on, bro? Good to see you. Val, how about you?
For me, it would be The Shining. I'd keep The Shining.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. I like that supernatural type movie much better than Texas Chainsaw. Yeah.
Okay.
I never
All right.
was really a big fan of Texas Chainsaw. So
Really? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
I
Wow.
love the remakes better.
The 2003 remake.
Oh yes, I
Yeah.
absolutely loved the remake.
I really love the remake too, but I gotta admit, I mean, I love the OG as well.
Yeah, the remake's good. The remake did some. They, it doesn't have that grittiness, but how can it?
Mm-hmm.
But
Well,
they
of course.
did some.
It's got that shininess.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
But the way they introduced Leatherface in the sequel, was really cool. Right,
Mhm.
rather than duplicate the way they did it in the first one, and they changed up the family dynamic because the family in the first one is so iconic.
Right.
That whole dinner scene, it's like nuts, right?
It is.
They changed it around, and R. Lee Ermey was a great character.
Yeah. Yeah. No,
Agreed.
I agree with that. Yep. Totally. Kill, what about you?
Love them both, but The Shining. Just the supernatural, the acting, the score, and that creep factor. Jack is creepy.
Yeah, right? Okay. All right.
Love Jack Nicholson.
Yeah. Eric, what about you?
This was easy. I'm keeping Texas Chainsaw.
Yeah, I know.
I like the way it looks is more gritty. I think it's, in my opinion, I think it's more scary because this is a human element that's after you and not a ghost. You know what I mean? And again, it's just doing so much with so little. That always goes a long way with me. You know what I mean?
That's a good point. That's a good way to look
And
at it. Yeah.
again, it's how many people think that it's a bloody movie when there's only maybe 2 scenes of blood and it's not all. None of it's like gushing out at anybody. So yeah.
Good
No
point.
disrespect to The Shining. I respect what it's done. I respect Kubrick and Nicholson and Duvall and all that, but I'm keeping Texas Chainsaw.
Okay. All right. Okay, Coriander, which one you going with?
Oh man. Well, like everybody's been saying, I'm a fan of both.
Well, some
I
people are not fans of both.
I know. Well, I am. Okay. I'm one of them people that like that, exactly. But I think I'm gonna give Texas some love because Eric said it. There's not much gore. It plays with your mind. Yeah, it's a great. If you get lost or if you're going to check out a family place out in the where you've never been, oh dear God, you never think the worst could happen and it happens. So yeah,
Good
man.
point. Good point.
And one thing too, hey Eric, have you ever had experiences with anything supernatural in your real life? I'm just curious.
I've definitely seen things that I know are not there, or I don't know if it's my eyes playing tricks with me. I've also got a daughter. There's been many times when, toys have moved. Now, is it because of the batteries? Is it, motion? We've had some weird stuff, Rachel can verify. There's been times when, when our daughter was real little, she had this play school toy that you put, it's like an octopus toy. We got rid of it because what it was, you put balls in the hands and it comes down, spits out of the octopus mouth and laughs and stuff like that. There's been times when it's been sitting there. No, kid hadn't played with it for hours and they would just, start laughing and stuff like that. So we knew it was time to get rid of that toy regardless, but
Killian.
Killian shaking his head out.
Nope.
She once had a remote control. There's a cartoon called Doc McStuffins. If you're a parent, you know who Doc McStuffins is. And she had a little remote control Doc McStuffins car, and there have been times we've been sitting on the floor. And Coriander, I'll send it to you. Rachel actually has footage of it. It's sitting there, and it would just start moving around.
Oh,
and it wouldn't be touched for hours. So.
Okay.
Is it the battery? Is it something else? Who am I to say?
All
But
right.
we've had some type
So
of.
with those experiences, that doesn't make you look at paranormal movies in a different way. Holy shit, this could happen.
Well, I'm not saying that it couldn't, but if I'm comparing like with Texas Chainsaw or The Shining, real life scares me more because we know these type of people exist. You know, I'm not saying the supernatural doesn't, you know what I mean, but we know for a fact that these type of people do exist in our world, and that to me is terrifying.
Yeah.
It's good to know you're a believer. I like that.
Good
All
point.
right.
That's
I got
a creepy
question
ass
for
story,
you.
man.
I got a question for you, Corey. Now, are we keeping The Shining? Or are we keeping Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2?
Oh no.
Hey, but hold on though. Hold on.
Well, I think you know the.
Well, hold on
What?
though, because we've already proven that you don't hate it like you thought you did. We've already had this discussion.
That's true. I'm just giving
It's
her
not
shit.
as annoying. It's still annoying, but not as annoying.
You were like, yeah, that's actually pretty good. You know, she's
Why
like,
does
it's
it
not
sound
my
like Nate is
favorite.
saying no takesy backsies?
Yeah.
That's right, man.
I'm not taking anything back.
Just like
I
with
am
Halloween-
admitting that I
That's
did
right.
say that it wasn't as bad.
And you know what was funny? When we did our Season of the Witch episode, Kill, do you remember when we were prepping for the Season of the Witch episode? And I was like, man, you know, she says that she hates this movie. She doesn't even want to watch it, you know, because we always watch stuff before we do it. So I finally got her to watch it. And she looks at me, she's like, yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'm like, I know it's not bad.
That was because it had been like years, like since I was a kid.
I know. I'm just,
So there's
I'm
a
just
difference.
messing with you.
And we all say, right, when you see something, you know, as a kid, you can see it completely different as an adult. So.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
No doubt. Hey, look, Eric saying, get rid of The Shining. Stephen King denounced it himself, and the treatment of the actors was deplorable. Texas Chainsaw was pivotal in creating the slasher subgenre. Man, that is a really good explanation.
He has some points there.
There's some points there, but guess what, Eric? I'm picking The Shining, bro. Come on, man.
I knew that.
Come on.
Right?
You've been watching this channel. No, seriously. I love TCM as well. Like this is actually a tough question for me. That's why I thought it would be tough for a lot of you guys, but it wasn't. But seriously, I absolutely love both movies, and I could switch back and forth. But like, just gut reaction, gut punch. I'm gonna go with The Shining, just barely. But I absolutely love TCM. I truly do. No doubt about that.
Don't get me wrong. I appreciate what TCM did.
Yeah.
Do not get me wrong. But there's just something about The Shining that I just gravitate more towards. And I love Stephen King.
Well, that is another part of it as well. You know, there's a little part of it as well. JT, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I know you got, if you haven't already left, I know you have a stream. He was like, how many streams was he in today, Carrie? like 3?
It's going to be 3, yes.
Jeez. Thanks so much, man. And here's another for Corey. Happy birthday. And balloons. You can't see the balloons, Coriander, but there's balloons.
Oh, they float.
Thank you.
Shades of Pennywise.
Thank you.
It's very sweet of him. He's all right. He is all right. And he's also saying TCM all day over The Shining, although TCM 2 is the best in the franchise. Wow.
Oh no. All right.
Well, there we go with that.
Right?
No, TCM is all right though. I like it. It's fun. It's fun. And now we know that you like it too. Dominic saying The Shining as well. And look at Marcus. I'm rolling with Jack. AKA here's Johnny. Oh man, I love it. I love it. I figured that would be a tough one. All right. Mayanne said Skinamarink style. What the heck? Oh man.
Oh man.
Nobody wants to see it Skinamarink style.
No. Hey, Jen was throwing in her 2 cents too, saying Season of the Witch was the best Halloween movie. Wow.
One of my favorites. Good for you, Jen.
It's one of my favorites too.
It's one of my favorites too, but it's not the best. In my opinion.
If you put it on its own, that's different. But if
Well,
you're putting it in with the other Halloween movies, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. John Carpenter wanted it to be on its own, and it sure as hell is, man. But it's a great movie though. But that's an example of a movie for myself too that I did like a full turnaround on. I used to hate it back in the day. But then it's like, okay, one day I'll just check it out, and then I was like, hey, it's actually pretty good.
That's one good thing about movies is you can always have that chance of changing an opinion.
Right.
In between viewings.
Yeah.
I agree.
Absolutely. Very, very, very true. Horby say I'm freaking late, but but it's so cool to see so many faces on the screen. Glad I made it. Glad to have you. Glad to have you. Mayanne saying, "Oh, happy birthday, Coriander!" And
Thank
she's got
you.
like, what is that? I don't even see what that emoji is. Is that a glass of wine?
Oh,
Glass of wine at the end, and it looks like
All right.
streamers.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it looks like streamers and a glass of wine.
That is very cool. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, very, very cool. Thank you so much. Okay, so let's start with you, Carrie. Let's go to a good one for you, or at least I think it's a good one, because I know you're a fan. So tell us what the best Stephen King film is, in your opinion.
Which one?
Yes, which one?
Oh, you're killing me.
I know.
This is a good one.
I can tell you which one isn't.
Stop. Look, we are going to do a watch party for that. I guarantee
Oh,
you.
jeez. I
We're
don't
gonna
know
do
about
that
that
one
one.
again.
I might be skipping that one.
It's gonna
He's
be
busy that night.
That's
It's
so
gonna be
it's so difficult to like just choose one because like
That's a good question. I'm thinking.
It is a good question. Come on, just pick one.
uh,
I'm just playing. You could take a moment. I know you got to think about it.
yeah, because that is really, really difficult.
Mhm.
'Cause I think about Stand By Me. I grew up with Stand By Me. I'm thinking
you
about
did.
Misery because Kathy Bates is just, come on, amazing.
Yeah.
The
right?
Shining, you got Jack Nicholson. That's legendary. You got Pet
Right.
Sematary, the very first horror movie that I watched when I was a kid, when I shouldn't have, but I did.
But you did. You snuck
Mhm.
and saw it. Shame on
And
you.
I mean, come on. It is an amazing. You got Tim Curry. I
So
mean,
in other words, you're giving us a 5-movie answer.
She's playing it safe.
I mean, I'm giving reasons for because I love Shawshank, I love Green Mile. I mean, there's so many. There's just like, can I just bunch them all together in a big?
You just did.
Yeah.
Well, I'm doing it.
There you go.
All right. It's
Good for you.
It's all right.
Yeah, I'm just gonna grab them all. Grab them all.
Horror B saying happy birthday, Coriander. And
Thank you.
is that as a cupcake? And we got a ghost there. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Very, very cool. All right. Okay, Bob, take us out of this storm, bro. The best Stephen King film.
I have to go Green Mile.
There you go. See, I like the conviction.
have
You
to.
just like, yeah.
See, I haven't seen that. So
Oh, you got to get on that one. Yeah.
yeah.
Look at Sarah.
Sorry.
Sarah's about to faint.
That's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It
I'll have
is.
to check it out sometime.
Yeah, no, we'll have to do that. It's a good one. It
Very
really,
good
really
one.
is a great one. Dan, I see you put it in the chat, but give us your
Yeah.
reasoning. What's the best?
Christine,
All right.
Yeah.
my
choice.
favorite. I have fond memories of watching it.
There's so many. You
I'm
can't-
reading.
Yeah.
I'm reading the book right now. I got about like 100 pages.
Oh,
left.
yeah.
It's really good.
Book's
Yeah,
really
I
good.
think I
Yeah, it's my second time reading it. It's
I
that
think
good.
I saw the movie on cable and then I read the book, or it might have been the other way around, but I forget. But then, obviously, that was one of the movies I just saw on the big screen back in February. I
So
was
how's
amazed.
the book anyway?
It's really, really good. There's quite a few differences with characters and deaths and a lot of scenes
Because
and
I
stuff
didn't
like
like
that.
the
But
movie.
if you didn't like the movie, I still highly recommend the book because there's a
Read
lot
the
of
book, yeah.
differences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there
They
is.
are.
All right.
But
Very
I was
cool.
mesmerized. I was surprised at how much I liked it, seeing it on the big screen. You know what I mean? Because I've seen it a bunch of times.
But the experience on the big screen was even better, huh?
Yeah, it was amazing.
That's
I
cool,
bet.
man. That's cool to hear.
It's a forgotten
Sometimes-
Carpenter
yeah.
movie too.
Yeah,
It
People forget
is.
It's Carpenter.
and
Yes.
it feels like a Carpenter.
Yes.
The music, everything. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Harry
Music, the
Dean
cars,
Stanton.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Agreed.
Choice.
JT's going with Shawshank. Best adaptation, horror adaptation would be 1408.
That's a good one too.
All right.
Which is fantastic because it's John Cusack.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I liked 1408 as well.
I
do
really
too.
did. It
Love
was a
it.
good one. Yeah. Sarah, what are you going with?
Oh, I knew like immediately, like only one came to mind, and it was Shawshank. Like I think it's one of the best movies ever made.
There you go. All right. Yeah,
I'm glad
I
it's
saw it in
easy
the
for
chat.
you.
You were like riddling them all off, and I'm like, why is she not saying Shawshank yet?
Oh,
I did say Shawshank. I absolutely adore Shawshank.
there you go. Very, very cool. Jen's going with Shawshank, saying Shawshank was amazing. It really is an
Yeah.
amazing
Mhm.
movie. There's no doubt. I
Mhm.
agree.
We had a fantastic watch party with Shawshank, didn't we?
Man, that was so
fun.
cool. That was
Yeah.
so cool, man.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
watching a movie like that, especially with a group, it hey, there's a reason that it's considered one of the greatest movies ever. You know, it
Yep.
really is.
Well, we didn't get through that Stephen King list, and summer's
that's
here
true.
again, so maybe we
That's
should
true.
do some Stephen King watch parties again.
Yeah,
I'm
we
down.
might do that.
Yeah, there's an interview with Bob Gunton on YouTube. I don't know if this was planned, but there was a tour group touring the prison where they filmed it. I don't know if he was supposed to be there or he just showed up, but he was in the room that he blew his brains out in as the warden, telling him
Yeah.
all about the behind the scenes and everything. It's a really cool clip. All
Nice.
kinds of cool stuff.
Very cool. Yeah, he was amazing in the movie, man. What a
Yeah.
villain. What a
Yeah,
villain.
he's good villain.
Yeah. Eric was weighing in saying, easy question, Green Mile, and it wins by a mile. Ooh. Love it. Love it. He says, how has no one mentioned Maximum Overdrive?
Somebody was going to say it.
Definitely would. It's fun. Such a fun movie.
Yeah.
I was going to mention it jokingly.
It's got a good soundtrack. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I will give it that, and that's it. That's it.
I haven't seen it.
You don't
It's
have to
better than
see
Trucks.
Oh,
It's
it. Just
definitely
listen
not
to the
meant to be taken
soundtrack.
seriously.
That's all you have to do.
you missed it because Stephen King was going to scare the hell out of you.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay, it's got a great soundtrack and a great trailer.
Yes, it does. That trailer is amazing.
Yeah.
It's truly amazing. All right. Katie,
It's a fun, friends over and watch party type of movie, though.
you have to watch it with other people.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
Which when we did our watch party for it, it was hilarious. It was
I'm
glad I
absolutely
missed
hilarious.
it. I'm glad it was hilarious, but I'm glad I missed it.
No. Katie, which one are you picking?
So for me, I like Green Mile, but I also like It. So those two are very, very close.
Ooh, okay. Pennywise is getting some love. All right. Val, what about you?
I'm with Sarah. I like Shawshank. The ending, love it. The story is just a great story.
Yeah, it is. It truly is.
Yeah.
Cool. Kill, what about you?
Well, it was going to be Maximum Overdrive, but some of
No, it wasn't. You're lying. Come on,
my
man.
God.
I'm of two minds because I love these both, and the first one that came to my mind was Pet Sematary. But
Yeah.
someone else, I think I only saw one other person put it in the chat. I'm gonna go with the miniseries version of The Stand.
Yes.
Yeah, Nanette put that in there. Yeah.
Yeah, like because that was just nightmare fuel back when we were kids, man. And Randall Flagg, man.
Who?
Baby, can you dig your man? He's a righteous man.
There it is.
Did you like that setup? I knew you were.
He was waiting.
Randall Flagg. Hey, look, when we did. Do you remember when we did that episode where we did? I think it was our top 10 Stephen King rankings, and God, I can't remember, but we had played the Randall Flagg before we came on live, and you were laughing. And man, you were like, I'm a sucker for Randall Flagg, and it's like we were just laughing our asses off.
Look, he's Satan, but he has so much charisma, and I mean the denim, the
Yes.
mullet, Hey, man,
You gotta love it. Katie, I know you said that you have to go and eat dinner, but thank you so much for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks for coming by.
You're welcome. Happy birthday, Coriander. Have a great one. I'll be down in the chat while I'm eating, so
All right.
we'll still be hanging out.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds
Enjoy
good.
dinner.
Thanks. Enjoy your
Good
night,
night,
guys.
Katie.
Thanks.
All right,
Guys,
Have
it
a
was
good
nice
one.
hanging out with you. Love you all.
Good night.
Bye.
See you later.
Well, good night. Vince also saying happy birthday, Coriander. Saying, what's your favorite scary movie?
Oh man.
Well, there's only it's between two picks. You kind of flip flop sometimes, but
I know it changes like
commit.
I'm gonna have to say American Werewolf in London.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, that's like my favorite. But the other one that would be the answer to the whole Stephen King thing is obviously Carrie for me, because that was like
Good choice.
Carrie is what really got me hooked to horror.
Okay.
And yeah, I've watched that movie since I was a child.
Yeah.
And I can still watch that movie today. So I love it.
There you go. All
Great
right.
choice.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Eric, we know your answer, but if you would like to throw it out to us.
Well, I'm going to defend Carrie down there. And it is very, very hard because there's so many
True.
to pick from. And you know me, I'm a huge Stephen King nut. I'm currently reading all of his stuff in order. So I'll be done when I'm like 72.
There you go.
But
He's like,
I have two answers. There's my favorite, and then there's the best as an adaptation and film and stuff like that. My favorite is Pet Sematary.
Right.
It's scary, the characters, the theme. It affects me more now that I'm a parent, that type of stuff. But I can also, even though you have a favorite movie, you can, accept that it has flaws and this and that. The perfect Stephen King movie, in my opinion, the GOAT, as a lot of people say, is, I think, Stand By Me.
Yes. Thank you.
That's a good one.
Due to everyone loves a coming of age story.
Mhm.
This cast is perfect.
Thank you.
Even the background characters, John Cusack, Marshall Bell as the adults, that type of stuff. The soundtrack is great. Kiefer Sutherland as Ace is one of the scariest human villains that you'll see on film, and he doesn't really do much other than threaten a bunch of kids, but he's still scary. So, favorite is Pet Sematary, but I think the best all around with everything made is Stand By Me.
All right. Digging it.
I
Very,
still
very
can't
cool.
watch the scene where they see the dead body for the first time. For some reason, when they show Ray Bauer, I don't know why, it still gives me chills. I still have to look away sometimes. But I love Stand By Me.
Yeah, it's a good
River
one.
Phoenix
It is
is
good.
a powerhouse, and so is Corey Feldman. Will Wheaton, oh my God.
Wow, girl. Have you done a video on it?
No, I feel like
You need to. Because the passion, you can
What-
feel the passion. So you should
And
do
what-
a video on it.
What's your reasoning for not doing it, Carrie? What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say because I'd probably make it like 2 hours long because I would have so much to say about it.
I thought you were gonna say something different, and I was gonna say that's exactly why you should.
But I
What did
think
you think I was gonna say?
I thought you were gonna say that you love it so much that you feel as though you wouldn't do it justice in a video, like it would be, a project that you'd always feel like you didn't do it exactly the way you wanted to, or something like that. I don't know why, but I just thought you were gonna say
I'll
that.
throw this out there, Carrie. I think you should, and if it's going to be that long, I think that's a great idea because it shows how much you do enjoy the film. You know what I
True.
mean? If someone's willing to do a Stand By Me video that long, people will want to know why you love it so much that you're willing to talk about it that long. That's just like it's. I was talking to Frenzy the other day, and he knows my favorite movie of all time is The Crow. And I've been holding off on that movie because a lot of my videos are 10 to 15 minutes long. But if I sit down and talk about The Crow, it's going to be at least a half hour, if not longer. And he says, again, that shows your passion and why you enjoy it. And it'll be something different. Why is Carrie talking this long compared to how much she talks about in her other videos? So I say go for it.
That makes sense. Yeah, I definitely want to do a Stephen King month. That would be absolutely fun.
Yeah. A lot of good stuff to pick from, that's for sure.
And just so you know, I would watch a 30-minute Crow video. Just throwing it out there.
I'm planning on maybe October because it takes place the night before Halloween, so we'll see.
Yeah, 30 minutes
that'd be
isn't
cool.
really that long. So
There you go. Very, very cool. And Jen was saying, Coriander, what do you think of the Carrie remake?
Oh God, no. I've seen it once, and that was enough. I'm sorry,
Which one?
Eric.
Which one?
I've
The
only
TV movie or the
No,
one
I've
with
never seen the TV movie. I've just
that
seen
one? I
the
really
terrible
like.
movie one.
The Chloe Grace Moretz one.
Who?
Chloe Grace Moretz.
She's already forgotten.
No, I don't know. I don't think the girl who
played
played
Carrie.
her.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know her name, but
There it is.
yeah.
It didn't look promising.
I recommend the TV movie from like 2002. It's
Really?
really good. It's really close to the book.
That one wasn't that bad.
And it's filmed like the book because if you read the book is
I haven't.
It's not his usual writing. It's like after the fact, after everything's happening. So it's police interviews, it's newspaper clippings, and the movie is after the fact, and all the kids that have survived the prom are being questioned and stuff like that, and then we go into it. So I think it's really good.
All right, very, very cool. Bob, I know you said that you gotta get ready to get going, so I'll let you head on out, man. But thank you for stopping by. I know you got to do work stuff.
Yeah, thank you for having me, and again, happy
Yeah.
birthday, Coriander, and
Thank you.
hopefully everything goes well. I will catch you all
Thanks.
later.
Be careful out there,
Stay
bud.
safe.
Be careful, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
Bye,
All
Bob.
right.
Bye.
Bye.
See you later. And let's bring in Eric, the Bearded Entertainment himself, who's been live in the chat. What's going on, man?
Hey, buddy. Sorry, I was painting while I was waiting.
I love it. He's
Very cool.
I've got work to do, man.
Wait, where's Sam?
Sam is over there. I'm working on a picture of the shape to give away.
That's cool.
That's
Yeah,
good,
but-
man.
Yeah, Sam's sitting over there.
What's happening?
Oh, I started doing. I'm doing some art to give away.
I like Frozen. Can you guys hear
Hold
me?
on.
Yes.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Sorry, my microphone was all the way back there. I didn't even realize it.
What's happening?
We can hear all of you guys.
Cool. Yeah, I'm just doing a bunch of art. Sam
Am
is
I like
over
missing something? Because like you all are quiet.
We
can hear
you. She's in the Matrix with Strange Monkey.
I think we can
Yeah,
hear
no,
her,
no.
but she can't hear us.
Speaking of which, there's Strange Monkey right now. Oh my god.
Monkey.
It's like he could hear us. He just like traveled through the Matrix.
He got out of the Matrix and put Coriander in there.
Oh my god.
Should I like leave and come back?
You never left, Coriander. Wait, now I can't hear Night.
What?
There you go.
I don't know, man. I don't know what the hell's going on.
I think she started her birthday celebration a little early.
Yeah,
man.
I'm
Night,
gonna
what
say
did you
happy
give
birthday, Coriander, but she probably doesn't hear me.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't even leave. Oh my god.
Oh, she can't even leave.
You're
Oh my
trapped.
God.
Oh, there she goes.
Oh,
Like what? Like you think we never did this before or something? It's like what is going on?
Night,
Stuck
did you
in
make her drink
Colorado.
a little too strong?
No, I didn't. Seriously, it did. I was just happy we got on here because at first she was like, I don't know if I'm gonna come on. I was like, yeah, you got to, but I couldn't tell her why.
Yes.
It's like, oh man, I'm telling you. But what were you saying, Eric? Because now that we know we could hear you.
Oh, I was just saying, it's just some art going to be given away on Steven's channel for his 10K celebration. So if you like the painting of the shape, come to that.
Very, very cool, man. Yeah, it
Also,
looks awesome.
If Coriander's listening, happy birthday!
I
Thanks
think
for
she's-
inviting me.
I think she's yeah, you're welcome, man. Thanks for coming on. Yeah, she should be coming back on in a second. I don't know what happened, but what are you gonna do?
It's live.
Yeah,
Also,
pretty much.
Eric, The Crow. I don't know if you saw the comment. The Crow is tied for my favorite movie of all time. So
See, there's something about us Erics, you know what I mean? It's hard to have us both in here together at the same time. We got good taste in
Right.
movies.
Pretty much.
See, that's what it is.
I
Both
love
of
The
us
Crow
got in here
too.
at once.
I saw The Crow like I don't even know, man, like 8 times in the theater. It's one
Wow.
of my favorite movies too.
I don't
I
even
love
blame
The
you.
Crow too.
It's
Yeah.
so good.
Well, Kill, you remember, man. I mean, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Saw it a lot. It was a pretty emotional time, but it's a great movie. By the way, if I was picking a Stephen King movie, I got to go with Shawshank Redemption as well. It's just one of those movies, man. It's like flawless in my opinion. Absolutely
It's the
flawless.
highest rated. I think it's the highest rated movie on IMDb.
Ooh, yeah. Well, there you go.
And it was a
Hey, you're
flop,
back.
wasn't it? It didn't make that much money at the box office, I don't think.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's weird how that type of stuff happens. It didn't make any money, but now it's like regarded as like pure cinema, which is really cool.
Yeah. It's a fantastic movie. It really, really is. It really, really is.
Uh-oh.
Like, is he in a deep thought or what's happening?
Coriander came back
What
and
did
he's
I
in the
do?
Matrix.
You guys tagged out? Is that what?
I think so. We're tag
Coriander
teaming
tagged
here.
in, and now
I don't know.
There he is.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh my
it's
God.
crazy.
Hey,
It's-
Strange Monkey, we're gonna need you to come back.
I know. Hey, look, it's like a B movie or something. There's only one person that can save them in the Matrix. And that's the one who lives in the Matrix.
Oh.
Oh my God. All right. And Nanette was saying she loves The Crow too. I didn't know that you're a big fan of The Crow, Nanette. Nanette really surprises me sometimes.
Very cool.
Yeah.
I'm a
Katie,
Brandon
also a
Lee
fan.
fan.
Exactly. It's like, who doesn't like
Rapid
it, man?
Fire, come on.
What a beautiful man.
Showdown in Little Tokyo.
Yeah.
He was a beautiful
Showdown,
man.
yes.
Eric,
Showdown in
you
Little
need to
Tokyo was
like draw him
amazing.
shirtless
Draw
and really
Brandon Lee
accentuate
shirtless.
on his and really accentuate on his nips.
Okay, here we go.
Maybe for your birthday next year he will.
I was about to say,
Yeah,
that's
there
I
you
know
go.
what I'm giving you for your birthday next year.
Wow.
Oh, that's funny.
Jeez. Oh my gosh. Nanette saying, yes, I'm a big fan of it. There you go. All right. Very cool.
Nice.
Russell, he's in the multiverse. In the multiverse. All right. Okay. All right. So Coriander, let me throw another question out for you and see what you think. Okay. So
Okay.
you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Now you have to face Pinhead. Okay.
Oh no.
Now, excluding Kirsty from obviously the Hellraiser franchise, which final girl do you pick to be with you to help? And
Any
why?
final girl?
Any final girl?
I would choose Tina.
Ooh. Okay. Now see
Yeah.
that you got me with that one. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Very, very cool from Friday 7.
Yes.
You're assuming that she's going to be able to help you out.
Yeah, I'm assuming yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's a good pick. I like that. What about you, Kel?
That's exactly who I was thinking.
Get out.
Look, hey man, I'm Professor
Nice.
Xavier here, and I'm drafting her.
Mhm.
I need all the
Right?
help I can get.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's awesome.
Okay. Val, how about you?
I picked Nancy from Nightmare.
Ooh, how
All right,
come?
That's a good one too.
Yeah, it is.
Smart. Look at what she did to take Freddy out. You know.
Mhm.
Playing
Very
those
cool.
booby traps.
Yep.
Yeah.
Man, glad to see Nancy getting some love, man. People forget about Nancy, man. They really, really do.
And Tina. How many people talk about Tina? Nobody.
I don't know.
That's true.
That's a good
That's
point.
true.
Yeah.
She
Well,
deserves
Friday 7 in general, it just, there was a long period of time where it just didn't get as much love as it deserved. You know what I'm saying? And I think probably within the last, 10, 15, maybe even 20 years, it's just starting to kind of like move up in people's conversations as far as Friday 13th circles of fans. So, yeah. Yep. They even did the fan film with her in it, with Laura Park Lincoln in it. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. How about you, Sarah?
Yeah, my like gut reaction was Nancy Thompson because I was like, I feel like we're treading in similar territory here.
Yes. Good point. Good point. All right. Okay. Dan, who are you going with?
I guess it doesn't make any sense because it's a completely different world. But I'll go with Sally Hardesty.
Oh, okay.
She was a
It should
survivor.
probably be somebody from the Nightmare series because it's like the most. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you've been through some nightmares, you might be able to deal with Pinhead, but I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
I think we should actually make that happen and bring back the same actress that was in the last Texas Chainsaw.
You think so?
Yeah, Coriander's favorite.
I know
concept for a movie.
well, but the movie,
Oh,
but
no.
you know, when we talked about the movie, though, surprisingly, we were okay with the movie, but unfortunately, what they did with the Sally character was what was probably the worst part of it.
Yeah.
Which sucked. It's like, why? You know, that was just so irritating.
It's like a distraction.
Well, yeah. At first, it looked like it kind of could have been okay, you know, because she's kind of investigating something, and then it just went down the tubes, man. And especially her confrontation with Leatherface, it was just like, what the hell is going on? And then she got just thrown in a pile of trash. It's like, well, that's how you're gonna handle this, you know, iconic horror final girl. Like, that sucks.
Yeah.
But
Are we all hearing Craven's voice whenever he says about the trash?
They literally threw her in the trash.
yes, I know. Steven really he was really upset about that. Rightly so, though, man. The movie wasn't that bad, though.
No,
I liked the movie.
I liked it. Yeah,
I liked it a lot. I didn't mind what they did to Sally, to be honest. I mean, I don't have a connection with Sally like a lot of horror fans do, but again, it's I thought it was a more realistic thing. You know, she's not Supergirl. You know, she could have been and to Leatherface, she meant nothing to him. You know, she was just someone he didn't remember her because it's been so long. And you know, that's just how I took it. I thought it was I liked that fake out, you know, that surprise.
Well, I didn't have a problem with that part of it, that she didn't mean anything to him. But when he killed her, quote unquote killed her, there is no way. I mean, we're talking Chad levels of just jumping the damn shark. There's no way she could have survived that. The saw went through her.
It went through her spine too. It was like directly in the center.
It went through her soul.
It went through more than her soul. It traveled in dimensions. It's like, come on, there's no way that old lady is alive. Seriously.
It actually went back and chopped her
that
ancestors
generation
in
is
half.
tough, man.
That's what I was gonna say, because they look at
Clint Eastwood would be able to handle that.
Halloween Ends. You know,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter the age.
No, I'm not saying that. But look, if Michael had put a chainsaw through Laurie Strode, she better die too. A chainsaw.
I don't know. She's tough, man. I don't know.
No, but that was the part that got me. It's like, okay, so she gets killed, and then like she kind of, you know, had her little comeback moment, and it didn't really add up to anything. That's kind of what I had an issue with. It would have been better if she obviously was obsessed with him, faced off with him. She doesn't mean anything to him, and then he just kills her, and it's just a good kill, and then it's done. But they kind of do that tease, and like I said, man, that saw went through that chick, like, for real.
It's like the saw went through you, didn't it?
It literally felt like it did. It literally felt like it did.
Took it personal.
My god, I took it really, really personal. My god. Anyways, Jason Dyer's in the chat too. Look at this. So, Rocky from the Phantasm franchise, the best final girl. Rocky was awesome.
She was fun.
Die hard, fantastic fan.
She was.
Yeah.
She really, really was cool, man.
Yeah,
It
I did
was cool.
I was gonna say I
go
did
ahead.
a live stream last night about Final Girls. We did a bracket, and he was in the chat like, "Why wasn't Rocky on there?" I'm like, I actually took the chat and I was like, "Hey, put in all the Final Girls you want in the bracket." Sydney Prescott won, but
there you go.
there was some surprises there. But Rocky's a good one.
Was Ellen Ripley there?
I was about to say Ellen Ripley when it got to me because I'm like, does she count? Because that's the final girl I want
Yes,
to be
she
on my
counts.
side
Of
against.
course she would count.
Against
She does.
Pinhead. Give me Ellen Ripley because she will blow
Yeah.
stuff up. Like
Absolutely. No, I agree. All right, now that we switched around everyone, who's next?
it was supposed to be me. Yeah, I think it was me. No, Sarah. Yeah, it was me because Dan was after Sarah. No, it was Carrie. Carrie was next. Then me, then Eric.
Okay. Carrie, what about you? Who will you pick against to be with against Pinhead?
I'm going for an underdog, and I have to choose my girl Alice Johnson, Dream Master.
You hold that flag for Alice. You're all right.
Yes,
You are
I
all
always
right.
will. I always will, because she obtained skills from her other characters.
All right.
I mean, come
I'm
on,
digging
she's
it.
badass.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm digging it. Very, very cool. All right. Who do we have next? Is it you next now, Eric?
Yeah. I think, and if we're going in the same order, it would have been me. But Ellen Ripley, like, she's human, yes, but she survived a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Not necessarily
Right?
not necessarily Cenobites, but chest bursters, xenomorphs. Like, she survived a lot, and she's got like she doesn't have powers, but she got training, and I'll take that over powers any day.
Good point. Good
See,
point.
you could have cheesed it. You could have said Ellen Ripley in the
part
freight
3?
loader.
Oh, see, I didn't.
See,
that probably would have been better because that'll protect her at least a little bit from the hooks and chains that come out of nowhere.
a little bit.
But would it though? Would it?
A little bit. I mean, it'll knock one or two of them away.
He's a demon from hell, man. It's like like I'm pretty sure he'd.
That's why you need
he'd find a
Tina.
way. That's why. Well, yeah, no, I agree. Tina would be that would be a pretty good team. I agree.
Yeah, but see, another reason I picked Ellen is because she's often facing more than one threat, whereas everyone else that's been discussed has been going against a singular threat, except for Aaron. Aaron was fighting off like 3 different killers, but everyone else has only been focused on one thing. There's 4 or 5 different Cenobites usually featured in each film.
Yes.
So you're not just facing against Pinhead. You got the Chatterer. You got a lot going on out there.
True enough. Did you like the new Hellraiser?
I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a great setup.
Man, I couldn't believe it. I liked it too. I did too. And you guys know me with Hellraiser. Once we got past 3, it was like, oh man, it was it was rough.
Yeah, once they started using like other spec scripts and just adding Cenobites into them.
Yes. I mean, look, man, he was in space. Okay. I mean, that concept alone, it just is like, wait a minute, why are we doing that? Eric, you're raising your hand.
Hold on.
Come on,
I'm going
bro.
to piggyback off of the other Eric because I was going to pick Ellen Ripley as well because of everything he has said. You want to follow her just based on aliens alone.
Yes.
But how was Pinhead officially defeated? Like if you're going timeline wise, he was killed in space. You want someone who knows how to kill monsters in space.
Dude, come on, man.
And she's killed xenomorphs at least twice in space. Come on. I think it's in her favor, my friend. See? And that's the pose she's doing at the end after she shoots Pinhead out of, out of the exhaust and everything.
Listen, why is Pinhead worried about space? That's all I'm saying. Did that make any sense? You know that movie is a little crazy. Come on.
Well, I didn't say it wasn't crazy, but I'm just saying, if you want to defeat Pinhead, you get someone who knows, the area. Home field advantage. Her home field advantage is in space.
Okay.
It's true.
All right. No, but Ripley is a good choice.
Yeah.
No doubt about that. No doubt. Oh my God. That's too funny, man. All right. So we got Ripley. We got a couple of Ripleys. I'm surprised that no one said Sarah Connor, though.
I would have picked her, but if you can throw in sci-fi instead of just horror as a final girl.
Well, yeah, I mean, but this is the way I look at it. Tell me what you think. I think the Terminator It's got a lot of horror roots to it.
The original one can definitely
Yeah.
100% be looked at as a horror movie.
That movie scared the shit out of me as a kid. It really did.
Yeah.
At the very least, horror adjacent.
Agreed. You know, I mean, I think so. I mean, if you look at Alien, you know, you've got horror, but you also got elements of sci-fi. So, you know, and some people will look at one side a little bit more than the other. So,
yeah, Sarah Connor would be good, but she's never killed anything in space, and that's what you need to defeat Pinhead. Is that home field advantage?
Probably.
Sorry, Knight, but
you know, Hellraiser 4, I tell you. Okay, so look,
I can't wait for that watch party.
Look, man, I don't even know what to say. It's just blah. All right, so look, let's move on. You guys know how I feel about Hellraiser 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, however many there were until the remake or the
11,
reboot,
I
whatever
believe.
we want to call it. Isn't that crazy, man? Especially once they got through. You know, Doug Bradley wasn't even playing Pinhead anymore. It's like, wow, okay. All right. Kill. Let's go to this. We got another one we're gonna throw out here for you. Okay. So you've got, this is the question between the two. Which one had the better transformation? The Howling or an American Werewolf?
Oh, Jesus.
American Werewolf.
Okay.
That's light work right there, man.
It's that easy.
Exactly.
To this day, that's still the best transformation. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right. How about you, Coriander? We all know that you're going to say it. Just tell us how much you love it.
Yeah, obviously, American Werewolf all the way.
Okay.
I mean, it's incredible. I didn't mind the Howling transformation. It was okay. But for me, it just had too much bubbles and, you know, I just wanted to take a pin and start popping them. Maybe it would help them transform a little quicker, you know.
All right.
But yeah.
Sarah, how about you?
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna be a boring answer, but American Werewolf, like, didn't it win awards for its special effects for it? Like, it's one of the best.
Yeah, Rick Baker. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rick Baker was amazing. Of course, he had been working on The Howling as well, and he actually left and went to American Werewolf, and then that's when
Thank
Rob
God.
Bottin. Well, actually, no, and not just for that, but this was good because Rob Bottin did the stuff on The Howling, and that set him up so that he could do the work on The Thing. And of course, his history was made with that. So, I mean, he was literally like a protege of Rick Baker. But to be quite honest, I mean, he definitely holds his own, no doubt, as far as his masterpiece, The Thing. So, all right, Val, how about you?
Oh, definitely American Werewolf.
All right. Okay, Carrie.
I can't answer this one because I'm not really into werewolf movies.
Ooh. How
Can
come?
I
Have you
venture
seen
off?
that movie?
No.
I like she says,
Have you not seen
I
either of them?
I have not
Now,
seen
this is
either
a
one.
watch party, Carrie, that has to be done. You need to do a watch party.
I'm open to anything, so I would give it I would watch it.
Yes. You need to, honestly.
Okay,
Wow.
only if you're there.
I'll be there.
Okay.
Oh,
Definitely.
man. I'm gonna be nice. All right. So, Eric, how about you, man?
For me, it's got to be American Werewolf from Paris. Like they're both good, but
You mean in
American
London?
Werewolf- London, sorry.
Because
You about got
I was
booted.
going to say, oh my
Dude,
God.
It's
You
so
almost took
here's the
my
thing.
breath away.
I saw
Pretty
Paris first. I saw
Yeah.
Paris first and was not aware of London growing up.
Wow.
Wow.
That is
And
so
then-
sad.
Well, and I don't know why. I don't know how it came about, but I saw Paris first. So when I think of an American Werewolf in, my brain automatically goes to Paris. But yeah, American Werewolf in London, they're both good. But in The Howling, it's kind of darker. Like I think they try to cheat a little bit, and the light in the room was a little dimmer. In American Werewolf in London, it's bright. They're
Yeah.
not hiding anything. Just
Right.
and they even zoom in, and you see the hairs sprouting, and it's
Mhm.
it's yeah. I think it's the superior one for me.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, we're almost there. Eric, what do you think?
Okay, I'll go with London too. From what a lot of people have said, and then what Eric said is it's nice that it's all light, it's all lit up, so we can see everything.
Mhm.
But I'll throw in this: I love the addition to the song choice as it's happening. It's this nice, fun, bubbly song while this painful, horrible act is occurring. And I'll also throw in the final product. The werewolf in American Werewolf in London looks ferocious. It looks scary. I love how it's on all fours.
Mm-hmm.
The Howling, in my opinion, I'll just quote like A Christmas Story, and he looked like a deranged Easter bunny to me. I don't like the way the werewolf looks in The Howling at all. It's a good transformation. It really kind of screws the pooch when you see the final product. So I think that also helps my opinion.
All right. Okay.
I like that.
All right. I knew he'd give a good answer on that. Dan.
Yeah.
Thanks
what
for
do you
the
think?
line there.
You got to keep the ears small, or else it
messes the whole thing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of
Oh, man.
it's a distraction. But so anyway, yeah, American Werewolf in London, like the best ever.
All right.
And also the sound design as he's transforming.
Yeah, the crunching when you see his hand, and
it looks painful, doesn't it?
His voice box is like changing.
Yes,
his voice is getting more guttural as he's screaming.
Man, I mean, once they did all of that fantastic work, and I would pick the same thing with American Werewolf, but then to get the whole team back together to work on Thriller.
Yes,
Michael Jackson was a huge fan of An American Werewolf in London, and of course, the stuff they did in Thriller in just a little music video. I mean, that was just amazing. Rick Baker, and the thing that kind of sucks too is, I don't know how many of you guys have seen The Wolfman, but he was really excited to work, on another werewolf movie.
The Del Toro one?
Yeah, Benicio del Toro and Anthony Hopkins. He was ready to rock and roll, and he wanted to basically outdo his own masterwork. And the game plan was set. The studio was behind it. Everybody's excited. And then, bam, they're like, you know what? We're going to use some CGI on the transformation, and we're going to do this, and we're going to do that. And they screwed it up, man.
It always happens. I mean, me, you, and Kill, we've talked about, we enjoy the Thing prequel, but when they threw in the CGI over the practical effects, it just takes you away. It Chapter 2, say what you want about the movie, they had practical effects, and they decided to put CGI over it. If the studio would just leave the directors and all those guys alone,
right?
I
I
saw
was
the movie.
underwhelmed by the Wolfman, the new one.
Yeah, I just saw it for the first time on Tuesday. It's funny you guys said that.
Really?
And I mean, I enjoyed it, but there's a reason why I put it off for so long. Because you know what I mean? I enjoyed it on a level, and I was prepared for it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you have CGI werewolf Anthony Hopkins, like, Spider-Man leaping all over the room, it's...
Anthony Hopkins was like, he phoned it in that movie. I don't like to say that about Anthony Hopkins, but if you watch that movie, he's just so dead the whole movie. Like, just the whole movie. But I mean, I enjoyed parts of that movie. I
enjoyed parts of it too.
Yeah. But yeah, Anthony Hopkins was dead. And I just want to throw this out there. This may get me some hate as well, but I saw it in the comments, kick it straight to the moon. I enjoy American Werewolf in Paris. I enjoy it as a comedy.
Yeah. It's a fun horror comedy. It's just hard to follow up American Werewolf in London. So
it is, man.
See, I never knew if that was supposed to be a sequel, if it was supposed to be a remake or a requel or what. I just enjoy it as its own thing and as a comedy.
Yeah. Yeah, I hear you. Well, the other thing that was interesting too, because An American Werewolf is thought of as a classic, and then the sequel comes out, and it kind of went against what made the first movie so good, And like you said, you didn't know if it was kind of like a comedy, but the same thing happened with The Howling. You look at The Howling too. I mean, look, man, I don't know how they got Christopher Lee to do that movie, but they found a way. And you want to talk about phoning it in. I mean, the great Christopher Lee, that movie is horrible. But if you watch it kind of as just like this crazy, cheesy, like just comedy or whatever, you can get through it. But it's horrible compared to the first movie. It really is. Hey, we got Polar's in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. Saying almost the weekend, right?
Thank goodness.
It is my weekend. I took tonight off so I could do the stream.
Attaboy.
Man, thanks, man.
Right?
That's cool. Very cool, man. Thank you. Rowdy's coming in. What's going on? What's going on? And Val's being sneaky too, coming in with a super chat. Oh. Wanted to say happy birthday to one of the most wonderful people I know. Hope your day was filled with all the good things you deserve. Love you to the moon and back. Aw, that's so sweet.
Thank you. Yeah.
That's really cool.
You're the best. Tons of love back.
Yes. Let me just say that Coriander's going to be like, don't you say that. Look, she made it here. It's been a long day for her. So I give her all the credit in the world to make it here tonight after a long day of work and stuff. And, you know, we're sitting there watching some TV, and, you know, she had to take a little nap because it was a long day, man. But that was okay, though, because, you know, we were just hanging out.
Now you're just making me feel old. Thank you.
Hey, man.
Oh, no.
Jeez,
no. But listen, you know, sometimes that happens to me, too, with a work schedule. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with a nap on your birthday.
That's right.
I was about to say, I don't think that's an old thing. I think anybody deserves a nap on
I took a nap on your birthday today, too. It's
I was about to say, I did, too.
Technically, it's tomorrow, so I keep saying I'm not, you know, I haven't hit that number yet. So,
well, yeah, it's good. But
no.
I'm sorry, I just had to tell that story. But Val, thank you so much. Seriously, we really appreciate it. It's so sweet of you.
Yeah.
Look, I know you love this one. Let's play something for you and have some fun here. Here we go.
Bring that fat ass over here. This. Like this. Swing your hips. Swing your hips. Fire! Swing your hips. Gotta work that ass with daddy.
I wish Steven was here so he could comment. Like he always comments.
It's nice that Jake made an appearance, right?
Oh my God. Every time since I've heard that now and you show that, that's all I freaking think of.
There you go.
No.
Too funny.
Oh no.
Rowdy, thank you for the super chat. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
I know, man, but every time I hear that, I think about him talking about his technical abilities and stuff too, man. Oh my God.
Wait, I just want to say, sorry, Rowdy, I saw your super chat. Are you talking about the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals?
Question.
Is that what it's talking about? Because if that's who you're saying, go Heat. I got to disagree with you. Denver's going to take it.
Oh, wow. Well, there we go. Hot take. Polar saying this week was all about the naps. There you go. Too funny. All right. Hey, so real quick, we got another one for you here, Kill. I know you're gonna be heading out in a little bit, but all right, here it is. Okay, name a horror franchise that to you hasn't lived up to its potential.
Ooh. You know. Okay, and I know Coriander's gonna hate this one, but I had hopes for it. I had high hopes for it. Paranormal Activity.
Really?
I really enjoyed the first two paranormal movies, and then when they kept kind of just going in circles of like, oh well, now this movie it takes place 2 minutes before the last one, and this and that. It just started spinning its heels and ended up going nowhere.
Wow.
But yeah, that's the only one that kind of comes to mind.
That was surprising to me, man. All right. Okay.
The third one too.
The third one wasn't bad. Yeah. But then
they went back.
Yeah. Actually, yes, I really liked the third one too. But then after it just started. It started using gimmicks of,
I agree.
let's use the camera from the Xbox to track the green dots. And like, wait, what? Like,
I've never seen a Paranormal Activity movie.
You've never seen any of them?
Any of them?
No, never got around to them.
Eric, have you seen Paint Dry?
Not recently. Well, I did recently watch Halloween 2018.
Okay.
So
have you seen Grass Grow?
What?
I did recently watch Halloween Ends. So yes.
Oh,
come on!
And all of a sudden, just like that, internet, Eric here is gone.
Bam!
Well, I've never hit.
Are you not the Eric twins anymore?
No, I'm not gonna
The
take
team-
him out.
The team is broken up.
and see, Eric, that's why I got to get off of here now, because now I'm sad. I got to go cry in a hole with my Mike Myers mask on, man.
Right? He's gonna have his head down like this,
Like,
just shaking his head. Oh,
Eating some
man.
ice cream.
Yes.
Yeah. But look, hey
Put it
guys,
on the mask.
I got to head up, but this was
All right,
fun.
man.
And Coriander, much love, and make this guy do something nice for you.
Yeah.
He does all the time. So.
He's okay.
Oh, man.
He's a work
All
in
right.
progress.
All right.
Bye, guys.
Hey, Kill.
Have a good one.
Later, man.
Later.
All right. So I guess Rowdy is a big fan of the Heat there, Eric. Talking about Jimmy Butler. All right. Okay. There you go.
Joke it or joke.
Okay.
Joker. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I gotta say. He was the first person ever in NBA Finals last night to get 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 10 assists.
Nice.
That one guy. He's gonna
All right,
take
so-
it for the Nuggets.
I didn't know you're a big Denver fan. All right, that's cool. Coriander, what about you? What's a franchise that you think just didn't live up to its potential?
Well, I'm only really disappointed with one of the movies that I wish they could have done better. I enjoyed, the other three. I'm gonna have to say Jaws.
Oh, all right. That's a great answer. I didn't see
That was
that
a good
coming.
choice.
Okay, now just let me know what you thought. What did you think of 2? What did you think of 2? I know what you thought of 4, but what did you think of Jaws 2?
Like I said, I enjoyed the second and the third. It continued on with Brody and his kids, and dealing with the shark's baby, right? Isn't that right? I can't remember
They
either.
don't necessarily explain it in the second one. Like, it's just basically another shark out for revenge.
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah.
I thought it was like a sibling.
There's something, I don't know.
I don't know if they explained it, though.
I don't know if they did either.
I can't remember. Yeah.
Yeah. But,
I think
I
it was
enjoyed
implied,
it.
but it wasn't actually explained.
And I thought the theme park one, people give, shit on that. I enjoy that. I thought
That was a lot. That was a lot of fun.
I love that one.
It is. Yeah. Sure, the effects are a little cheesy, but
I think that's the
still.
problem. I think the people can't get past the watching it at home. Seeing those effects on your own TV at home. I bet you it was a blast seeing that in a theater.
Right.
Kind of like Friday the 13th 3. You watch that at home and you don't see it in 3D. It's distracting. It's cheesy. It's laughable. That's how Jaws 3D was to me. But you know what? It's a fun movie. Just watch it for Dennis Quaid alone. Dennis Quaid and Louis Gossett Jr. Those two guys are so good in that movie.
Dennis Quaid is always awesome, man. I love Dennis Quaid. I really do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, we got a knock on the door. Let's see who else we have coming in as we're starting to wind down here. But guess who's here? It's Steven. Woohoo!
There he is.
Hey guys, better late than never, right?
Yeah.
I'm glad you could make it, man.
Well, happy birthday, Coriander. Just have to say,
thank you.
I wish I could have made it earlier. Sorry I wasn't here at the very beginning for the initial surprise, but
that's okay.
I was not going to miss the stream period tonight, so had to come in. So happy birthday!
Yay! Thank you.
Glad you're here,
cool,
Steve.
man.
Glad to be here.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody on the panel. Oh, you amazing people.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you all.
How's your day been?
Yeah.
Hanging in there, my friend. Hanging in there.
All right.
Plugging along.
All right.
All right.
Very, very cool, man. Well, glad that you could make it. Very, very cool.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, thanks. But thanks for
All
the
right.
invitation. I wouldn't miss it. Wouldn't miss
Well,
it.
yeah.
I'm glad you're
Yeah,
here.
man.
I was
Yes,
even
yes.
thinking, where's Steven? And
Aw.
here you are.
Hey, surprise.
That's cool.
Yes.
Hey,
Very,
what's up,
very
Caden?
cool.
Hey, Russell.
And Polar saying, "Hey, Steven," as well. Okay,
Hey,
you guys are
Gatsby.
all right. Rowdy and Eric are having this NBA situation going on, saying high altitude is the only reason.
Don't do that, Rowdy. Don't do that. If they're gonna lose, let them lose like men. Because if they won, you wouldn't be like, oh, they won. Even that didn't stop them. Let them lose like men, because that's what they're gonna do.
All right. Wow.
But also, just to
man.
throw this out there, I looked it up. Apparently, Jaws of Revenge is the
Yes.
mother shark taking revenge because her son was killed.
Yes,
Okay.
Okay, so
There you
that's
go.
what it
That's
is.
what sharks
All right.
do.
it is.
You know, that's the way they do it.
I
Yeah,
like.
that's what orca whales do.
I was just gonna say if
Yes.
that's what it was in Jaws of Revenge, I think Orca did it better.
Young.
I
Yeah.
agree.
I know you
agree.
guys are big Orca fans like me. I love that
Yes.
movie.
Yes.
Orca is
Oh,
amazing.
it's a good movie. I like it.
Yeah, my father,
you've
when I
seen
was
it too,
a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
What
That's
were you
one
saying?
movie that like traumatized me, was that
Mhm.
one. Because I remember once I saw that, because I can't remember how old I was, but once I saw that tiny little whale fall out of Mama
Yeah.
and on that deck of the ship,
Mhm.
I was like, oh
Yes.
my God. And
Yeah.
I just
And
never,
hearing the
ever.
screaming, oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh.
That
Wash it
traumatized
away.
me.
It's
Yeah. That's just something I never forgot. And my dad was like, yeah, I remember watching that. I was like, yeah, me too. You know?
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Well,
cute.
if I can just interject quickly and say, as much as these whales, shark movies and stuff, when it comes to A Mama's Revenge, Nancy Loomis still takes the prize. I'm sorry. You can't beat Scream 2. Nancy Loomis, the crazy eyes, any
Oh,
day.
no.
I was just gonna say, Jaws of Revenge is the Nancy Loomis of sharks.
she is my favorite Ghostface too. So
hey, there you go.
She
man.
is, Eric?
She is.
What the
Wow.
hell's
Laurie
going on
Metcalf
here?
plays a great crazy, and
She
I love it.
does.
And again,
She does.
it's the
Yep.
mother factor that seals it for me.
Mm.
You know, everyone had their motives, but you know what?
Yeah.
I don't want to say justify her reasoning, but you see her point of view. You know what I
Also,
mean?
It's kind of a pure motive, right?
Yeah.
If you think
It
about it.
is.
very
Yeah.
pure, but also a lot of people don't talk about this. She had the best plan with the possibility of getting away with it. She was in a
did.
location she didn't live in. She used a fake name. Almost no one saw her. She could pin it entirely on her partner.
Yep.
Mhm.
Like, she had a great plan.
Everyone
Like,
could believe that Mickey did it himself.
exactly,
That's
because
right.
he was already an established serial killer, so they could
That's
have
right.
definitely tracked more murders to him.
Right.
Like, best
Yeah.
motive and best plan, in my opinion.
Yep.
That's right.
Very
And she
true,
had
very
what,
true.
2 years to plan it, because
Mhm.
there's a 2-year
Yes.
gap between 1 and 2. So I imagine she spent that whole 2 years strategically with a makeover physically. Remember,
Mhm.
all this,
That's right.
everything. I mean, she was prepared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And dedicated.
And
The-
dedicated.
Her dialogue with Sydney at the end too was just crazy, man.
Amazing.
She was just so good. You know what makes me sick?
I was about to say that night. You know what makes me sick? And I can't do the eyes. I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah.
But the part
She's
where
amazing in that movie.
Yeah, and the part where she was like, you know, what about your mother? And you know, she was like just so like passionate in that scene. It really did like hit you. I was like, wow, man.
You know what I really like about her in that movie is when she's portraying the reporter. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's the writing or the way Wes Craven directed it. It's kind of obvious that she's involved, but to my opinion. But when the reveal is, it's still one of those gotcha moments. You know what I mean?
It is.
It really is. So, like I said, it's still obvious because she's the reporter that no one's ever heard of, type of thing. And when she ends up being one of the killers, it's just like it still gets you. You know what I mean? And then again, her motive, like I said, you understand why. You know, it's kind of like a callback back to Pamela Voorhees. You know, you understand why it took away your baby. You know what I mean?
And they even make the callback to Pamela Voorhees. Randy does in his speech.
That's right.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I
He
thought
was a terrific serial killer.
Right?
I'm just like that's why Scream 2 is, in my opinion, the best sequel to Scream.
Well, let's not get crazy now. But she was fantastic.
He said, "Let's not get crazy." But you know what? One thing I wanted to say though, but to your point too, Eric, is like, yeah, Wes really he kind of fooled us a little bit, almost to the level he did in the first movie, because it's like you already thought Billy was like, okay, yeah, but then as the movie went on, you were kind of like back and forth. No, he isn't. Oh, maybe he is. Yes, he is. No, he's not. And he's probably not. Maybe he is. Maybe he's not. And right up until the end, and when he makes that turn, and then you're like, damn, that was good, because you never, at least for me, when I'm watching it, I can never stay on one side for very long, you know. And I think Wes did a really good job with 2 as well, almost to that same level with Nancy Loomis.
Oh yeah,
Very
he
much
did,
so.
and that's one of the things I love about if you're watching it with someone who's never seen it and they don't know anything about it, they'll often like. I love watching reactions because they'll be like, "Oh, it's got to be them," and then like 2 seconds later, it's like, "Well, maybe it's got to be them." And he does such a good job casting suspicion on like everyone.
Right.
You're always changing your mind, and that's yeah,
it's true. And
Totally
then when Billy gets stabbed, then he's off the table.
Yes.
Then you don't know what to do. It's like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh, I got to
'Cause then-
reshuffle everything now.
Yeah, because then you're like, well, wait a minute, who is it? Because at that point, you've got Stu and Randy, and you're like, wait a minute,
And Neil Prescott.
And Neil, and he's like, well, and it was, man, still such one of the greatest reveals of all time, man. Seriously.
It was, man.
It really was, man.
And remember that scene, you know, when when Randy and Stu, for goodness sakes, were running down the sidewalk.
Yes.
And saying he did it. No, he did it.
No, come on, Sid. No, he's
Oh
great.
my gosh.
They were both so good.
Dude,
in
the
that scene.
tension. The first time I saw it, even when I watch it now, I feel the tension. But that first time, I was so tensed up inside watching that.
Yes.
Because I didn't know who to believe. I seriously did not know who to believe.
Yeah.
It was
And
great.
poor Jamie was actually injured during that scene.
Mm.
So when you see him limping, he's actually injured.
Right. Right.
Because Courtney Cox hit him with the phone in the other scene.
Yeah.
And I think he fell.
Oh no.
So he
You're
was
right.
injured.
Yeah.
So when you see him limping in that scene, he's actually literally limping.
Dang.
Jamie was so good. He really was. He's still awesome. I love him in that character.
He's great. And
he's so fun.
Can I just say one thing, Knight, and then I won't hijack this about a Scream stream here, but that third act, I just have to say, I had the pleasure of talking to Alan Robinson, who I didn't realize this until we were on the video interview. He was Matthew Lillard's stunt double for the third act. I didn't know this. I didn't realize he was even did that. He revealed it in the interview. He is the one that was fighting with Nev, rolling over the couch, and he's the one that the TV fell on. That was actually him.
Oh, okay.
So I put him on the spot. I said, "Hey, look, I'm the world's biggest. I'm a big Stu truther. You are on set. You literally had your hands up to catch the television." I said, "Do you believe Stu could have survived it?" I mean, I went for it, man. And he said, "To answer your question, it's likely." And he said that he could have had one of those moments where it just temporarily stopped him, like it did Mickey. He could have risen back up, you know, after a little while, like, you know, because he doubled Timothy Olyphant in Scream 2 also in the third act. And I just wanted to mention, while we're talking about the final act of Scream, guys, the guy who literally played Stu Macher in the scene confesses or admits, however you want to say it, that he thinks himself it's likely that Stu could be alive. So I just want to throw it out there. That's all. Little fuel in the Stu train out back.
There you go. All right.
Nice.
There it is. Hey, also, Lighty Ghost in the chat, coming over to $2 super chat saying, happy birthday, Corey Andrews. Got the cake emoji. Nice. Very kind of you. Thank you so much, man. It looks like good cake too, man.
thank
Seriously. Very, very cool. And I almost forgot where we were at. Sarah, you're the next person for the question of a franchise that you think has not lived up to its potential, in your opinion.
This one, I have talked about this before and gotten a lot of backlash. But so
I like
just
the way you said that. You set it up.
girding my loins here.
Go with your gut.
Saw. I
Really?
think the first one blew my mind. The first one was incredible. I have not liked a single one since.
Not a single one?
Wow.
Whoa.
That's respectable.
I understand the backlash.
Wow.
As you're literally lashing back in the room.
Like there was that one. I don't even know. See, I don't even know what numbers they are. There was like one in the middle. Maybe it was 5. That was like kind of okay, but just they're not for me. But like I keep seeing them because I'm like chasing what I felt for the first one.
What did you think of
I get it.
Spiral?
It's fine.
Did you? Yeah.
It was fine. I think I liked it more than most people.
I like Spiral a
Okay.
lot.
I love
Yeah.
Spiral.
Yeah, I did too.
I liked Spiral too.
I liked
But
it.
All right.
It was okay.
I love
Yeah,
all the
it was
songs.
great win.
I love
Yeah.
every single Saw movie.
what about Saw 2 though? You didn't like Saw 2 though, Sarah? Like, you know, when
Is
they
that
were
the one with
locked
the house in the needle pit?
Yes.
Yeah, they were
Yes.
locked in the room trying to find a way out of the house.
See, I didn't mind that one.
I was gonna say that one
but,
was
like,
clever.
I don't rewatch any of them, but I'll
Wow.
still
But you-
see them
but-
when
but-
they come out.
But you do love the first one.
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
Okay.
there was just something like magical about the first one that I just don't think they've been able to do again.
Yeah.
James Wan co-wrote it.
Yeah, it's James
Right
Bond
now,
for you.
got
Good
James
point.
Bond.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That is a good
That's
point.
that second one. Just at the final, when the safe door opens and you
Yes.
hear the replaying of Jigsaw's voice, you'll
Dun,
find
dun,
your son
dun.
in a
Dun, dun,
safe and
dun.
secure location. Oh, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
And
safe.
that
like-
music hits.
Dude, we were in
beautiful.
the theater. There were so many people that
Yeah.
verbally responded, like, "Are you f***ing kidding? Wow,
I
Yeah.
love
that is
it. I love
awesome."
every Saw movie. They're
Yeah.
so good. So, I mean, that's cool, Sarah. If they
Yeah,
everyone's gonna find something different they like. My answer
That's
will probably
true.
surprise someone.
I'm glad you said it though, because that's very
Yeah.
very interesting. I didn't know that. You know, I didn't know
Man,
that.
they're not for
Very good.
everybody. I mean, that's
Could
good.
I ask a question, Sarah?
True.
What would you, since it hasn't lived up to the potential, what would you have done with sequels? How could they have done it to make you like them better? Do you know of anything like in particular?
It's just like they're trying to do too much. Like the first one was just like it was simple, it was straightforward, it was like a great twist. And like since then it's like everything has just gotten like so confusing. And now it's like you're trying to follow a through line of like detectives that I honestly don't care about. And there's like there's the traps are like way too elaborate, and then it's like the traps started becoming like real traps and not games, and it's just it's like I don't know, there was something just like simple and clean and like good about the first one that I
I
don't
can
like the
understand
rest.
that.
They're just they're doing too much.
Oh yeah,
I can
I can
understand.
fully understand that. They're constantly
Yeah.
trying to top themselves.
Yep.
Right. That
Make it
I'll
more
give you that.
Gore for gore's sake is also
Right.
just not my thing.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of the franchise, but I can agree with Sarah 100% because as they went on, I think they went more for gore and gross out and shock factor than story. You know what I mean? And
Although 6, I think, was a really good sequel. I mean, and it had a great story. The whole thing with the insurance companies and all that woven into the whole thing, and you know, it surprised the hell out of me that it was as good as it was to be a 6th movie in the franchise.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I think the
story-wise.
story's there in all of them. I do find a good story through line for all of them, but yeah, the gore definitely gets amped up, and I
Yes.
find that in a lot of franchises are that way.
I like the franchise a lot, but I would also have been okay if it was just Saw and that's it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
As great as the original one is, and if it just ended with the game over, and that's it, I would have been happy if we didn't have, or I would have been satisfied if we didn't have any sequels, because I think the first one, like Sarah said, is just pretty damn perfect.
I think if it had ended at 3, I would have been okay with that too as a trilogy, because that was just crazy. And then at the end, you know, with Jeff and making that decision of whether he's going to forgive Jigsaw or not, or John Kramer or not, and then boom, you know, he kills him. But that was the final test, which ultimately killed his wife. That was like, oh my God, man! If it had ended there, you know, I would have been fine with it as well. But I do like, I like them all. I mean, Jigsaw was easily the weakest to me, but
see, I actually like Jigsaw. I think I'm in the minority. I found that a good movie. I thought it was pretty
I
good.
liked it too. I liked it too. I mean,
Jigsaw.
just in ranking, I was just
Sure.
thinking that,
Makes,
but it was
that
good.
makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. No doubt. Jason's in the chat too. What's up, Jason? Saying hello earlier and saying happy birthday to you as well, Coriander. All right.
Thank you.
And Jamie's in the chat too. All right. Good to see you, Jamie.
Oh.
She's saying happy birthday. Vince saying happy birthday. All right.
Thank you.
We still got happy birthdays coming out. You guys are all right.
Yeah, thank you
Very,
to
very cool.
everyone.
Very, very cool. And look, Rowdy says, Eric, let's make a bet. Jimmy drops 50 this game.
I will take that bet. He's not even hitting 30 per game on average so far. So I'll take that bet. If you win, I'm not betting money though. If you win, I'll paint you something. I'll paint you a Jimmy Butler portrait.
Wow.
Dude, that is a prize in itself. Oh man.
Hey man, anything Eric does by his hand
Right?
is a prize.
Exactly. I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even like basketball, and I'll jump in on that just to get a painting.
Right? I know. Same.
I don't even care who the team. I don't think about them.
You're like, just draw me one, dude.
Yeah,
right?
Sure.
I know, man. I know.
Hey, Val,
want something?
And you know, I got my order already in from Michael Myers, so you know.
Oh yeah.
Just saying.
I'm working on it. I've got a list here, but
Right?
Eric,
And I
this
want a
list-
Jason, man.
Like this long, man.
I know, poor Eric.
I know.
I've already got a Jason. I got a Jason one that I drew out that I was gonna send you guys, but I'm probably gonna paint something instead. I don't know. I think the paintings turn out better. But if you want a painting, sorry, just to interject again, but Steven's 10K stream, there's gonna be 10 given away.
Oh,
nice. Very
Wow.
6 smaller ones, 3 ones this size, and then 1 big one.
Incredible.
Very cool.
That's so
very
cool,
cool,
man.
man.
I want a big one.
Man,
No.
very cool.
The big one is Sam, which I assume you've seen.
It's
I don't know if I've seen
amazing.
that one. Very cool.
You
That's
haven't
cool.
seen. You haven't seen it?
Oh, dude.
Mm-mm.
I don't
All
know
right,
if
one
we
second.
have
I'll
or
grab it real quick. It's right here.
It's the one he did with the little dots. It's not even a painting. It's the little tiny dots.
Oh, he was
Yes.
talking about that, I
did.
think.
Oh,
the last
God.
big stream he did.
So,
Wait till you
Yeah.
see this thing, man. This is incredible. Look at this.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
cool.
oh yeah.
That is
Sam. It's the poster of her holding the
Nice.
knife.
That does
Yeah.
nice.
That's cool.
That's the grand prize on the 10K stream right there. That's the final prize.
Very
Nice.
cool.
It's like 22 inches by 28 inches, so it's
Ooh.
a lot larger. And then the smaller ones are like that.
Oh, that's cool.
Little ghost face.
Yeah.
And this one
Wow.
glows
I
in the
like
dark.
that.
It glows
that's
in
cool.
the
Oh,
dark.
nice.
Yeah, it glows in the dark. When you turn the
Nice.
lights off, everything that's white glows, so you can still see his outline, but it's kind of creepy because he's just floating.
That's neat,
Oh,
too.
that's
Wow.
cool.
Nice. Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool.
Wow.
And Carrie, I know you said you gotta get ready to head on out, so I'll just just thank you right now. Thank
You're
you for
welcome.
coming on. Much
Yes,
appreciated.
thank
And I
you
hope
for
you
hanging.
had amazing birthday.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Very
Thanks
cool.
for coming.
Of course. This was a blast. This was fun. I love just
Yeah.
talking about movies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's always fun.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Carrie,
out.
get on that Stand By Me video. I'm still telling you, you need to do it.
Yeah.
Yep.
I will.
I'll watch the whole thing.
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. There you go.
Good to see you, Carrie.
Yeah.
Of course. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Alrighty, good night.
Bye.
Hey, Ginger Ninja. Ginger Ninja's in the chat. What's going on, man?
Hello.
Hey,
Good
dude.
to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. All right, just catching up here. Mayanne says, I want those. All of them, Eric. All of
Right?
them. Very cool.
Show
Very,
up. I'm
very
sure
cool.
there's a good chance you'll win one.
Nice, nice, very cool. All right, guys. Well, we're gonna wind down here. I lost track of the time here. And
That's what happens
Val,
at a party.
I know. And Val, are you able to stay for a few more minutes, or
How
did you
much
have to get
longer
going?
are you going to be on?
Just for a couple more minutes. We're gonna
I'll
wind
stay
down.
then. Yeah,
Okay.
I'll stay then.
5 more hours.
All right. I don't know if I'll even make
Oh
it.
no.
She won't.
Crazy
She won't.
stream.
Exactly.
But Eric, let me get to you real quick before we go. Franchise that hasn't lived up to your expectations, real quick.
Oh, I don't really want to answer this one.
Just say it, man.
I already made Killian cry earlier with my Michael Myers talk.
Just say it.
Steven, my brother, I love you.
Dude.
Uh-oh.
After Scream 2, I think it just kind of goes a little downhill for me.
All right. Hasn't lived up to the expectations. Okay.
It's just my personal taste, my friend.
Understood.
Okay.
But I can also say I can also pick Halloween 2 because that has more dips than Scream. So if I want to redeem myself with Steven, I'll say Halloween has a chance of being worse. But if we're being honest, like the first thing that came to my mind was Scream.
Yeah.
I still like you. You're still a friend, my friend. It's okay. No.
There you go. There you go.
And we're still going to do Shocker one day.
Shocker's awesome.
That is going to be a fun discussion.
Yes, it is.
Very cool. Okay, Eric, how about you?
For me, and we actually talked about it a little bit already because you brought up Pinhead, but yeah, for me, it's got to be that one because there's a couple of good ones, right? And I feel like with the whole pain, pleasure-seeking, demonic spirits, entities, Cenobites, you could have so many great stories, and we only got like arguably 3, maybe 4 good stories out of the whole thing. So for me, yeah, it's going to be Hellraiser.
All right. I can definitely
I can
understand that.
Yeah.
No doubt. No doubt. Val, how about you?
I have to agree, Hellraiser.
Okay. All right. Yeah, it definitely
started that. Yeah, and then just crashed.
Yeah. Although this newer movie, like I said, this new movie really
like the new one,
shocked the hell out of me because I was ready to just, just say, "Yep, we're continuing the trend." But no, I really thought the new movie was good. I'm going to be interested to see what
I liked the last one before that. I liked Judgment a lot because it was taking that in a new direction too, with the use of the angels and stuff, and how Pinhead, what happened to Pinhead. I won't spoil it because it's still somewhat new by the end of the film and stuff like that. I really enjoyed Judgment, but I think after 3, it does kind of dip big time. 3 is nowhere near as good as 1 and 2, but I think it's a lot of fun.
It is fun.
It's so fun.
You could tell the influence to me that Freddy had as well, because Pinhead started to do some cracks, and everybody started doing some cracks at that point. Chucky did. We had Leprechaun. Everybody's like, Robert, show us the way, bro.
Imagine Pinhead on a skateboard. You know what I mean, like in the Dream Child or something like that.
Oh gosh.
Oh no.
Oh, Coriander.
You know me. I'm a sucker for Dream Child. I'm a big George Bear for that one.
Coriander's like, please don't talk about Dream Child and Freddy's Dead. Please don't do it.
Oh man.
More so, Freddy's dead. Oh my god.
They had a girl.
I know.
That is so rough.
And Ginger Ninja's saying happy birthday as well, Coriander. Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool, man. Cool.
Nice.
Dan, what do you got, man? As we head to the end of this, what's the franchise that has let you down? It had the opportunity to be good, but it just didn't hit.
The Dark Universe.
Ooh, wow. That's a good choice.
I mean, there's got to be a way to do that. There's so much there. I mean, Dracula, Frankenstein's monster, Dr. Frankenstein.
Was Tom Cruise's Mummy really that bad? Because I've never seen it.
I didn't hate it.
I didn't hate it. No, it wasn't okay. It wasn't what it could have been as far as being a horror. It felt like it was leaning too much into action.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like when I
But it didn't have like the charm of the Mummy movies with like Brendan Fraser. You know what I'm saying? And that's where I differentiate. I mean, the action was good. Tom Cruise is always, to me, anyways,
he's always running
good.
now.
He is.
It's
But
like
he's the
so it
greatest
felt to
runner.
me
He's
like
the greatest
another
runner
Tom
of all
Cruise movie.
time.
It
He's the
felt like
greatest
Mission
runner.
Impossible.
He can make it from
Gump would
he
have
can make
something
it
to
from
say about
Jersey.
that.
He can make it from Jersey to Colorado like that.
Yeah, he could.
But I want to
Yes,
see
he
like
could.
I want to see like a really like good creature from the Black Lagoon, like
Yeah.
mean and nasty creature from the Black Lagoon,
Yeah.
incorporated
Yes.
with the other monsters. You know?
There's a little bit of suspicion that that's what Jordan Peele's next movie could be.
Really?
Is Creature from the
I
Black Lagoon.
heard that. I hope.
I'm all for that.
What? That would be amazing.
I'm all for that.
I did have a question about Dark Universe, though. So,
Yeah.
Dan, did you see Dracula Untold?
Yeah.
What did you think of it?
I mean, I didn't mind it.
Okay.
Is
When I
it
saw
actually
it,
part of the
loved
Dark
it.
Universe?
No,
It's
Well,
not, but I think that could have been a great starting point because the Mummy kind of killed it before it even had a chance.
Yeah.
But if you
Right.
take Dracula Untold and be like, hey, let's follow this, I think
Okay.
good
yeah,
shot.
they could have done something with that. I think that movie was out when they were making it when they announced the Dark Universe, so it wasn't like official.
Right.
There was some ideas in there that they could have used.
But also the Invisible Man. The Invisible Man by Lee Winnell was
The Invisible
amazing.
Man was amazing.
I haven't seen
man.
that yet
I
either.
love that movie.
Oh, yeah, you
I
gotta check
see
it
I
out.
haven't seen it.
Okay.
I haven't seen it.
Bro, you
Oh,
should
gotta
watch
see it.
that
It's
tonight.
so good.
Like for real. That movie
Okay.
is so good.
Yeah, I
Okay.
just watched I got the Invisible Man Legacy collection.
Mm-hmm, me too.
I was only familiar with the first one.
Mhm.
I didn't know there was 4 sequels, and they're all pretty good. 2
Are
of them
they?
are really good.
Mhm.
It's a really fun character overall.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
It's a lot of great, classics, from the monsters from back in the day. Like,
Mhm.
a lot of people either they may not have seen them in a long time or they just don't know, but it's true. There's a lot of good ones from back in
Some of those
the old
sequels are
days.
really good too. I love Ghost
Yes.
of Frankenstein when Bela Lugosi is Igor.
That is a good one.
I prefer him as Igor over Dracula. To be
Well, I
honest,
don't
I think
know about that,
he's much better as Igor.
Do you know
Well,
what the
yeah,
best
I
one-
could see that. Yeah.
In my opinion, the best one is Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein.
That's
Yeah.
great.
love
I just
that
watched it with
Yeah.
my son the other day.
I just
Yeah.
watched it like a week ago.
My daughter and I watched it. She loved it.
Yeah.
It
It's
is
so good.
hilarious. Isn't
So
it?
fun.
The
And,
first time I
yeah.
ever saw that at my grandmother's house, man. I'll never forget that. I love
You got
that
Frankenstein, you got Dracula, you got
Yes.
the Wolfman.
Wolfman.
Like, it's so good. And then
Yeah,
the
at the
Invisible
very
Man
end.
pops up at the very end. Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's,
The
that's
monster
your,
action
that's
is
your
great.
dark universe right
Yeah.
there.
Yes. Yes.
That's like when they're at their funniest, and then when they go to the monster parts, it's like pretty serious. It's
Right.
it's really good monster on monster action in that one.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
My
Well,
thing
that's-
too is like Dracula. Even if you look at the Hammer ones, like what was his main? What was his whole purpose? He would bite one girl, and then he would get bored of her and kill her, and then the next movie would corrupt another girl. My thing is turn Dracula into Hitler. Like what is
Whoa,
he needs to
whoa,
have
whoa,
big
whoa,
plans? He needs to
whoa.
take over
Right.
like half the world, and you could do this over the course of many movies and like decades. You could jump around in time.
Yeah. Let
that's-
Dracula
that's
be
my-
like the big bad,
Yeah.
kind of controlling, behind the scenes sometimes too. Yeah, that would be
Right.
cool.
I
like
like
that.
also Dracula Dead and Loving It with Leslie Nielsen.
Oh, man,
Now you're
that's a great one.
talking.
That's
That's
what
a
I'm
great
going with.
one. Leslie Nielsen, just a legend.
No
Absolutely.
doubt.
I agree, bro.
One day I want to
agree.
go to IMDb and just look at the movie credits that he was in. They had just to
Dude.
count them. How many
Mhm.
movies that guy was in? Because
Mhm.
he was everywhere for
He
like
was,
30,
man.
40 years.
Yeah,
Yes.
the Poseidon Adventure. He's in it for like 3 minutes as the captain, but you know what I mean. He's there.
Mhm.
He's in
Oh,
it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
TV from back in the 60s.
that's
Yep.
right.
He's always
That's
like
right.
a tough guy. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep. He
Forbidden
was
Planet?
amazing.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
He was
Day of the
absolutely
Animals?
amazing.
He's
Day of the
an asshole
Animals.
in that
I still
one.
gotta see
Yes.
that. I still gotta see that. I know how much you
Oh,
guys
so
love that one.
You haven't seen? Oh,
No.
dude, you listen, man, for real. Like by this weekend, check it out. Check that out. And The Invisible Man. You gotta let me know what you think, bro. Seriously.
What was that movie? Not Invisible Man, but the other one?
Day of the Animals.
I've never seen it either.
Knight and Coriander are always praising it on the channel.
Check it out, man. Check it out. It's like it's old school, you know, and it's just got that charm to it, and it's like one of those.
Leslie Nielsen is like
a
dick, man.
He is awesome in that. I'm serious. You got to check it out, man.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Well, he was
Yeah.
one, and he was paying the tail in a creep show too.
Yes,
that was a
loved him
different
in that.
side of him.
Yep. He was awesome in
Yep.
Creep Show. Love
Yeah.
that one. Love it. But yeah,
This is
you
another
got,
side that's like, oof, you know, this guy is, ugh, yeah.
you got Christopher George, Linda Day George.
Yep.
Like they were
Yep.
just like awesome. And then you got Leslie Nielsen. It was a great movie. It really was.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, now, Steven, we'll come to you as we get ready to end this up. And also, Jason Dyer's in the chat with a whole bunch of cake emojis saying,
Wow.
Happy birthday,
Whoa.
Coriander. That's a lot of cake.
Thank
man.
you.
All right.
A lot of cake.
That is.
All right.
Hopefully,
Any-
Knight bakes me a cake.
Well, there you go. There you go.
Does he need to? Everyone else has been sending it in the chat.
Oh,
Good
he
save,
needs
Eric.
to.
Good save.
He
Good
needs
save,
to. I
bro.
bake him a cake every year.
Oh,
And
boy.
so far, I'm still waiting.
Red velvet. That's my
Night.
favorite type of cake.
There we
Yeah.
go.
Put on
red
notice,
velvet.
Night.
I guess so. So I don't want you to like take up and leave. That's why we haven't done that yet. Anyways, so Steven, what about you, man? A franchise that has not lived up to your personal expectations as we get ready
All
to
right,
head
man.
on out.
Okay, man. I'll bring it. And if someone said this before I came in or anything, then my apologies. But
Okay.
for me, outside of the original, because I just watched the original on my channel with my members watch party last month, and I really enjoyed the original. But outside of that, for me, it's Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Having just watched that monstrosity last year, and I know again, if you liked it, I respect you for it.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, I can't not forgive what they did to Sally Hardesty. I'm sorry.
We were
y'all.
talking about it
that before you
earlier.
showed
I
up.
can't. I'm sorry. I don't care
We're
how
in the
good
trash.
They literally threw that poor woman in the trash.
I love it.
And they were like, that director, whoever's doing that, metaphorically are telling us she's trash. I'm sorry, I can't. That poor woman, what she went through in that movie to survive, just
There
to
it
do
is.
that to her, and so I can't get over that. I'm sorry, I just can't.
And she should have died. The saw went through her.
I know.
How do you come on, man? That's
don't
worse
know.
than Chad in Scream 6, man.
Yeah, exactly. And another thing,
and he had her up in the air too. She's
Are you
literally
talking
up
about
in
the
the air.
that new one?
the
The
new one, Netflix.
Okay.
When
Yeah, man.
Leatherface put the saw through Sally, lifted
Yeah.
her up in the
That
air
was
like
ridiculous.
a trophy,
Yes.
threw
Yeah.
her 80 feet across
I remember
the
the
world.
scene, dude. You don't have
And where
to
does
tell
she
me.
land?
Okay.
Where does she
And it's
land?
like,
Knight?
how do you survive right in the trash? And you
Literally.
know there was probably a lot of sharp stuff in those bags. So she
Dude.
lands on that.
Come
Like,
on,
she should have
man.
been dead. She was dead on arrival.
I just like, I remember watching it and I said, you did not just do that. She's laying there bleeding out on trash sacks. And I'm like, this is so wrong, man. It's
The
like,
disrespect.
the
Dude,
disrespect.
the
to her.
disrespect.
It's
Yes.
horrible. So I can't get over that. And the other thing that sealed it for me was the very last scene. Spoiler warning, guys. If you haven't seen it, I'm going to spoil it. Is that okay, Knight?
know.
Can I
Yeah.
spoil that last scene? Okay.
Yeah.
So the last scene, the sisters that are the survivors are driving away in their truck. They got away, and then what happens? All of a sudden, remember the end of Nightmare 84, the original Nightmare,
Yes.
when the mother's on the front porch
Mhm.
and
Yeah, the
Freddy
blow-up doll.
reaches through the
Okay.
window, and remember that? What
Yeah.
happens? Leatherface reaches through the window and yanks the girl out. I think they ripped off 1984 Nightmare on Elm Street ending, and they threw Sally in the trash. I said, I'm done. I turned it off, and I said, that's it. So I'm done.
Night
So,
was ruined. His night was ruined.
my night was
That's
ruined.
right.
I never watched it again, even though I like the bus scene a lot. I'll give him that. And I like the mechanic. He was a good character.
Yeah. I gotta admit, I was surprised on his arc.
Yes.
Yeah, he was good.
That was good. But I can't get over the other two things to enjoy that movie. So for me, overall, it's Texas Chainsaw.
I just want to throw this out there, not to change Steven's mind or anything else, but Steven, you do need to see the remake, the 03 remake, because
I'll
you've
give
never
you
seen
that.
it.
True.
Yes.
That's true.
That's one I haven't seen yet.
Yes.
And it's prequel. I like the prequel
Would
to that a lot.
Jordana Brewster, 2005?
Yes. Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre: The Beginning. I give those a shot, Steven.
Yep.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I agree. You got to see those two.
I don't think
No
it'll
doubt.
change your mind, but those are really worth watching.
Well,
So it's funny because I'm surprised no one didn't, mention anything about Amityville because
It was
that
my
really a
second.
franchise?
Yeah,
though?
I was about to
Yeah.
say if it had more than one. I mean, 2 was it wasn't the worst thing in the world, but it didn't even get going to me. I mean, but it did. But it
How
did
many
have
other
potential.
official sequels to it? I mean, because there's
Wasn't
like,
it like
35
20-something?
of them or something like that. But everybody's, we got Amityville in Space, Amityville Karen, all this garbage. Like I'm talking about, like with the house itself. There's only like really 5 of them, 5 or 6,
Amityville
aren't
in the
they?
Hood.
Oh, God.
Leprechaun pops up.
God.
No,
Dude,
okay, so Amityville in the Hood. I just want to throw out the synopsis of this movie for
Watch
you.
Party, Eric.
This
Nah.
gang, the Amityville house is gone. This gang decides to grow the devil's lettuce on the property, and
Of course.
it's possessed. So anyone who smokes it gets possessed by a demon.
wow.
See, this is what
That sounds
this is the
interesting,
issue.
though.
This is what happens when
Anyone has
people can't have
$5
nice
and a movie
things.
camera.
That's why we can't have nice things.
That's why we can't have nice things. That's
This is
funny.
why.
Well, here's my question: how cheap was it to buy the IP rights to Amityville?
I don't think you have to. I
Yeah,
don't think
you don't
really
have to.
No, 'cause
Really?
It's I mean, it's an actual place, so anyone can use.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's why they're doing. That's why
Mhm.
people are making 30 movies there.
Yeah,
That's
you
right.
can't say
Making
Amityville horror.
Right.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, but
Right.
the word
Okay.
Amityville is fair game.
Fair
Yeah.
game. Well, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, man. It's
All right.
absolutely ridiculous.
Sad.
Because the original, I think, is great. Even the remake was actually pretty
Yeah,
good.
with
like the
Ryan
remake.
Reynolds.
Yeah.
You had
Yeah.
a very dreamy Ryan Reynolds in that movie. Just
But
It's the beard, isn't it, Eric? It's the beard.
it's the
It
beard
was
and the abs.
It was really well done,
Wow.
though, man.
Wow.
Like it was like
I liked
really
it.
well done with the atmosphere and also, just the horror side of it. I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty good remake.
Hmm.
But I
Never
love the
saw a
original.
remake.
Did you see the original, Steven?
I saw the original back like in the day.
Yeah, check.
Yeah, I
it
was
out
young,
again,
man. I was really young. I'd have to watch it again.
Yeah, man, it was really really good. I love the original.
Mhm.
All right, guys. Well, hey, in the chat too, and Jason's been putting up cake emojis and just spreading the love. Thanks a lot,
All
man.
right.
Seriously, much appreciated.
Mhm.
He's a big fan of the new TCM. All right, very
Okay.
cool, man. Very
respect
cool.
it.
Yeah, Denise is putting up the link. Steven, you're going to be going on soon, right?
Yeah, actually, in like
Yep.
30 minutes, I'll be on my second channel, the Movie Bros React.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
Michael,
nice.
yeah, we're gonna have a good time tonight. We're gonna be Michael and I, my partner, we're gonna be talking about our favorite movies from 1984.
Ooh,
good
great
year.
year.
Let me tell you, you're talking about a hard year for movies. I mean, a great year
Yeah.
to pick
Yep.
from. And we're doing 5 categories, guys. I wish you'd all come over. We're doing comedy, action, drama, sci-fi, and horror. And
Nice.
we're picking our favorites. We're also reliving the headlines from the year and the top 10 Billboard songs from '84. So if
Nice.
you
Oh,
want to,
that's cool.
it's gonna be a walk down
That's
memory
cool.
lane. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's literally in at 9:45 Central Time, 10:45 Eastern.
I hope
Nice.
Gremlins get some love over there.
You just never know. Come check
That's
it
true.
out. I'd love to
That's
see
true.
you in the chat, man. Come over and see what you think. It's gonna be fun.
Gremlins is a classic. It's an
There's
absolute
Watch it
many
every
classics,
Christmas.
though, man. In
Right?
'84.
Yep.
Yeah.
Goonies. Yep.
Ghostbusters.
I know. Ghostbusters, Karate Kid. It's Terminator. It's ridiculous.
Yep. Yeah, baby. Come
Yeah,
on.
but it's so hard.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh no.
Pick the
What
movie.
do you mean? Oh no! Come
You
on.
gotta pick the movie.
Come on, do it. Okay.
His documentary just dropped on Netflix too. I gotta check that out.
Oh,
Right.
really? I gotta
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, I gotta see it
Man.
too, man. No doubt.
Dude.
All right. Well, hey, for you guys in the chat, thanks so much for hanging out with us. We really, really appreciate it.
It's been fun.
Yeah, it's been crazy. It's been
been
a
awesome.
blast. If you have any comments, you can throw them out. We've got the links to these guys in the description. Definitely go check them out. If you get a chance, head on over with Steven and Michael. That'll be a
Yeah.
fun time. 84 is just a great year, man. It seriously is. So for you guys on the panel, thanks so much for joining us. Seriously, we really appreciate it. I'm glad we could get this together.
My pleasure.
Yeah.
Happy
Thank you
birthday.
so much for the invite.
Yeah.
Happy birthday,
Yeah.
Coriander.
Happy birthday.
Hey,
birthday.
Thank
Yes.
you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Enjoy that amazing cake that I know Night will have for you. I know it's coming.
There you go.
Enjoy every
Everyone,
bite.
just
Give her that
remember-
cake when she wakes up from the nap tomorrow.
Yeah,
There you go.
exactly.
Hey, now, come
revenge
on.
is best
I
served cold.
rarely nap.
Well, you're allowed on
I-
your birthday.
I
That's
never
right.
said
Yeah.
you always nap. I never
Yeah.
said that.
Shit.
All right. Well, anyways, for you guys in the chat, thanks for hanging out with us. Have a good night, man. Thank you for hanging out. Definitely, it was a lot of fun. Glad you enjoyed it. And we'll catch you guys later. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Night Watch. Good night. Peace.
Bye.
Bitch.
See ya.
Yes.